Hello, good evening, welcome. I'm joined this evening by the librarian, as usual, and with a special
Hello.
guest caster, Tofeh.
Hello, thank you for having me back on my return to
No, thank you for
Goon
being
TI.
back.
Oh, thank you. No, I don't think anybody else has said that so far.
We're just waiting on.
Someone is. I can hear audio back from someone.
Oh, have you muted co-casters in game?
Yeah, I have. Mute
I have.
co-broadcasters.
I think I hear.
Oh, your party leader's that way. So, this has already been an evening full of drama. So, they had to push the series back half an hour because Where Banana's work didn't finish till 8 in the end. Which is why it's an 8:30 start. Thank you to Goon the Band the Ugly and Geoff to agreeing to that, and Eri for agreeing as well. But then, shortly before 8 o'clock, we got a message from Emu to say he'd locked himself out of his house.
And his family was gone.
And his family was away. So
Not gone, away.
Yeah, we weren't sure if we was even going to have a game. But as it stands, it seems that we do. We're just waiting on one last player from the Goon the Band the Ugly. I believe it's Teddy that we're waiting for.
Wait, they have Headmassif in as a stand-in? That is. My God.
Yeah, that's.
What the hell? Okay, so they have Headmassif apparently as a stand-in for Grumpy Nerd. Wow.
I think that's an equal trade, isn't it? No.
Well.
I mean, it is the Grumpy Nerd. So.
I mean, Grumpy has been playing great tournament, but I think Headmassif is probably among the top 3 offlaners in the tournament, I would say, overall, skill-wise. So this is going to be spicy. Group B coming into Group A, trying to influence results.
Rocket, I assume that Emu broke a window, climbed through the shards of glass, only to discover that the back door was open all along. So yeah. Yeah, but Soups, you've got to remember, you've replaced Emu for Shmup, and if you're swapping someone already high rank, actually Emu's lower rank than Shmup is to start with. So he's taken Shmup's place, so that's a downgrade there, and then you have a support coming in who's lower than Emu was. So as a whole, by medal, I should say, maybe not by skill, but as a whole, the team level's gone down. Red, you're alive!
Yeah.
My God.
Oh, Redless is here. Oh my, Redless.
We were about to tell you that unfortunately you died, but apparently not. What's the chances that we get the patch during the middle of this series?
It will happen.
Honestly, I hope so.
It's going to be between game 1 and game 2, isn't it?
Perfect.
And the whole meta is going to shift into...
I mean, this series is also giga cursed from the start.
Oh, it's been a cursed attack series.
But we're happy to have the last group series of Goon International 2023 on this Twitch channel of Kieran. So
I'm very excited for this game. We haven't seen Geoff with this new lineup of Coop and
this is the first time, right? Yeah.
This is the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I've been catching up on all of the drama reports, so I'm now mostly up to date since my trip. Which, thank you guys. Shout out to the podcast.
I mean,
you're welcome.
Shmup quit the Goon International, I think, half an hour before their last series on Saturday.
Yeah.
No.
There was a little bit of a scramble.
He played the first game, right?
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
He quit before.
Oh.
And then they got Amos in. And who was the other stand-in?
80 Fire?
Lanny played.
It
was 80 Fire and
80 Fire.
Yeah, 80 Fire and Lanny.
All right.
So...
Well, we have a draft. If only Teddy was in, and then suddenly the game was afoot. So only 6 minutes late, which I think is a record for Geoff, frankly.
Yeah,
straight away
organized.
Straight away banned NZfedX and the Spirit, which that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean,
and the double Vi and Winston ban as well. So their hero puddle is now Bane. That's it, probably.
Just Bane.
It is really interesting they have 2 Oracle spammers on the same team. Suddenly it's...
Ban is also banned. Okay, but Vi is walking out of the building right now. That's bad.
5.
If he's unlucky now, is to pick a stunning support.
Isn't Vi also a Venge player? Is that me misunderstanding?
I think he picked up Venge now, yeah, which is very unVi-like.
He's also very
but-
strong in the meta, so it makes
Yeah,
sense.
I mean, he's also a meta hero, I guess. I don't like just banning out FedEx like this. It feels a bit.
Well, a lot of teams have played this strat of just
really?
banning out FedEx heroes. Yeah. So Goon
Honestly, if
the ugly
I'd like to see it. Sorry, I'd like to see Goon the Bad and the Ugly ban out the Earthshaker here, or pick the Earthshaker, because it's an Emu hero and it's a specialist offlaner now.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
That's a good call. I mean, if you're gonna try and diversify your bans a little bit away from FedEx, and that's who you go for. I don't think now you've banned the Ember and the Tinker. Is there much more that you're super concerned about? Maybe Invoker. Oh no, they fell for the trap.
The Lone Druid.
Fed has been pumping up his Lone Druid numbers purely so that it would get banned at some point in Goon TI, and it's happened.
So Shmup said to me, like before I went on holiday, we're gonna pick FedEx Lone Druid for every game tonight, and then proceeded to not pick it in any games. So I'm deeply upset by this.
I think that's down to Emu drafting, and Emu is not in that. So he wants to maybe pick heroes that NZ is not giga trolling on.
Here we go. First pick Venomancer. I'm calling it. Someone pointed out that Winston's also a Venet player, so Coop might be trying to secure it.
Ooh.
But also, I think this is hoBBit's first game back after holidays, or like first like series where he's not supremely jet lagged. So
he played on Saturday game 1.
yeah, but I think he only just got back from holiday, didn't he?
Yeah.
This is the Hobbit hero. He doesn't need to turn his brain on to play this. Apparently, I'm a bit loud, Kieran.
I turned you down
Yeah,
slightly.
can you turn him 10?
Oh, okay.
Well, I can turn
Rocketman
both of you
10%.
down, but that's fine.
Just 2-0.
Okay, just fucking mute me.
Should
Get
be
me
based,
out.
hang on, it should be based on my volume I have used if I do that.
Oh, sorry. I realize I just swore. I don't know if I'm allowed to swear on your stream.
No, you're
I'm
fucking
too used
not.
to Redless stream.
Don't
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
do it. Yeah, you can swear. It's fine.
Excellent.
It's
That
funny,
is
when we
usually
first started the
my role.
podcast, we were going to say about like not swearing and stuff, and then in the very first episode, Librarian just randomly swears in the middle of a sentence, and I didn't really notice until later, and I was like, I'm going to have to put this as
We
explicit
didn't
now.
say we don't swear.
No, I
That's
was gonna.
why.
No, I didn't. I was gonna say it to you, and I was like, I completely forgot. And then we did. I was like, are we gonna swear or not? And then you just dropped an F-bomb or something. I was like, okay, so we're gonna.
I
Do
guess
this.
this is us now.
And then we had Zoe on, just calling people cunts. So, and then
Yeah.
Wogan swore loads last
Logan
week.
was like, yeah.
Oh, okay, fine. I'm in good company then, so I can
Yeah.
I can
Please
say
go ahead.
whatever I want. Excellent.
Yes, please don't
Hey,
say
so
cunts or bugger.
Dave actually was the first one who broke the ice.
Oh, you're
from
right.
the
Yeah.
guests. Rocket is way too polite
Too
to
polite,
even use a French curse word.
Ooh,
Okay.
Phantom Assassin.
Geoff, you nerds.
Geoff
Yeah.
being the big nerd.
I guess they just knew that if they don't pick it, how I suppose they have another ban.
It's going to be picked up by Larold.
Mm.
And Headmassif's
Okay.
Kunka is coming in.
Yeah.
So that takes it away from Emu and from NZ, who enjoy the new
Mhm.
Kunka. Or the old Kunka.
And Shaker is banned as well.
I'm not as big a fan of the offlane Kunka as the mid Kunka personally, but if it's Headmassif's signature core hero, I respect it.
I mean,
Mhm.
I could see a Venom pick still.
First banned against for the whole tournament.
Oh,
More or
really?
less. Yeah. Oh, they picked Mirana, the unpicked hero, I think, so far. So
No.
if now Jeff picks Meepo into a terrible Meepo game, that would be...
Mirana Kunkas are a really good lane because you can X into arrow very consistently, and then you get a follow-up stun afterwards with the torrent of timing. So this is like a really strong kill lane in the top lane.
And an ice path
in
as
the
well.
offlane.
Just when it comes
Yeah.
to team fights, like they're gonna be blowing up heroes if they're not careful. Or stun locking heroes. This PA has to be get a BKB and has to be careful.
I mean, PA. PA's just a problem hero anyway, so.
Yeah,
But
if
I
anyone's-
guess-
Hero makes it harder if you just blink into a random ice path. You have a bad time, I think. I think
Yeah.
this is where pressing BKB might be what decides the fights.
that's a
And there's Lich.
that's
yeah.
a Coop Lich.
That is a
And
Coop
that gives
Lich.
them team fight at least. I like that.
So
Oh.
Coop is playing 5 then, and hoBBit is playing 4. I would assume.
I think I thought that they were planning on playing Coop 4, was my understanding.
I think they floated her as a support on the basis
Okay.
that they weren't sure how it was going to shake out and whether hoBBit wanted to play, because hoBBit always wants to go the madman route. And Coop and Webanana have played together a lot, so they will be quite good lanes.
Isn't this a shit X game?
I don't particularly like the axe pick personally. I think it's pretty bad into Gunker and
It is really bad into Jakiro as well.
Jakiro. Yeah.
Well,
Not a massive fan of the axe, but
but
I
it
would have
gives
liked-
initiation, so I mean there's that. And I think it's the chaos factor that they need. They have chaos with Lion and with Axe, so the PA can thrive on that.
I also think if he gets a Vanguard and then like a Blade Mail or into a Heart or something, he just lives, right? It's going to be really tough to blow him up. And meanwhile, you've got a PA.
What I actually worry about with this axe pick is like PA's the only real hero that can kill this Kunka right now. Because Lich, Lion do damage, but not focus damage apart from the like finger, if you know what I mean. So, you know, we'll have to see. Because if this Kunka builds like some fucking tanky items, he's just gonna be hard to burst.
The question is like, do you like with the offlane Kunka, do you really need to kill the Kunka, or is it a Tide Hunter situation where you just ignore the Kunka and you kill everyone else?
Well, you can't really ignore both the Kunkka and the Wraith King, right? You have to take on one of them.
I actually hate this Wraith King pick into axe, I'm not gonna lie.
The spin is really glorious.
Because the problem is you get skeleton called and then you like quadruple spin this Wraith King.
So that's not probably a Larry
you need-
Llama
you
Wraith
need to
King,
buy a
right?
shard. Yeah, it's Larry King. I think Axe needs to pick up the shard against Wraith King though, because otherwise the internal
Yeah.
cooldown is not giving him the spins that he needs for
Yeah.
the Skelly boys.
What do I want to see from Geoff? We need to find a FedEx hero for Geoff. What do we think it will be, gang?
Meepo. No,
I
I
think
think he's not the last pick.
Meepo in game 2.
Well,
Yeah,
I think
it
this is
would
a really good Invoker game.
Invoker's banned,
Invoker's
unfortunately.
banned.
Oh, Invoker got banned?
Yeah,
Sorry, then.
unfortunately, I was going to say that the Goon, the Bad, and the Ugly have saved Geoff here by banning Morphling, which I think you just give FedEx Morphling and then watch him lag out.
What a troll.
I think they pick Tiny for him. Or they pick him Doom, which they've run in subs, I
Oh,
think.
yeah. Well, I mean, I
think
played with it yesterday and it was awful.
I think Geoff need a ranged core here. Because I think if you have another melee core, that means you have 3 melee cores into this Jakiro Kunka, and that feels sort of sad, personally. But and what did the Goon, the Bad, and the Ugly need?
I could also see an OD or something like that. OD,
Yeah,
I can see Tiny, because Tiny Ags makes him jumpy and then range.
I could see Puck as well, yeah. If they don't ban Puck.
I think a Puck would be nice for Geoff. I'd also like to see the Goon, and Bad, the Ugly pick up something like a Puck or a Void Spirit, maybe. Some like tempo hero to play with this Marana, Jakiro, and Kunka as they run around. Maybe even Geoff could pick Storm Spirit, actually. Amelia, it's pretty...
It is scary.
It saddens the Kunka a bit, but I think otherwise you're pretty happy
Warlock
with...
is unfortunately banned, Stacey.
Warlock
I
mid.
think
Warlock mid.
I think the scary part about Storm is that we don't know before the game starts whether NZ has like 400 ping or 40 ping.
Yeah. I mean, FedEx is not scared, is the thing. So, he's going to pick it if he wants to pick it. Primal Beast.
Primal
Okay.
Beast.
Mm.
Okay.
That's... So, the Goon, the Bad, and the Ugly are going with the we have 5 really tanky, hard to kill heroes come team fight us. Yeah. Primal Beast makes the Storm Prick a lot worse because it sort of wins the lane into Storm. I don't know.
Wyvern would be a fun core pick. I don't know if it's any good, but it would be fun. If you get Wyvern ulted and Mirana's not in it, does she not just press ult and save whoever's there? Oh, I guess they can always see, can't they?
You see yourselves, right? Because you're invis. I don't mind the FedEx OD here.
Yeah, they are considering something.
I mean, it needs to be something that can kind of either dodge or buy a BKB against the Blade Mail of the Primal Beast and weave in and out. So I think Storm might be Storm or Puck.
It's tiny. It's tiny. I just want to say, look how glorious the Geoff banner is. It's so good. Shout out to Bonks.
It is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goon the Bad and the Ugly. Sort your banner out. Split it over 2.
I mean, the tiny is the FedEx classic. I'm not gonna.
So is this gonna be FedEx gets an early blink, avalanche throw into?
I think the problem is I don't know who you kill as a tiny on the Goon the Bad the Ugly. Mirana's really hard to kill because of leap. Winston is playing this Jakiri, which is tanky. All the rest of the cores are like strength cores that build stat items. It's
So they knew that it was tiny into this this Primal Beast.
I think also like PA is very, very sad to play into Primal because the Ags is just ruining this hero.
The break on the Ags, if you rush it, it's good.
But it is sort of sad, but
I really hope not. Red. I hope he doesn't.
As PA, you should be able to play around a Primal Beast as long as, for the most part. Fed is just going to go the Ags build. I think he might just go like Silver Edge.
God, scuff the Spirits now. It's so bad.
Yeah, it's very cursed. Hey, the ground loaded for me this time, so I guess that's good. Oh. So the question I always ask on cast is, who do you think is going to win?
If I knew that, if I could predict that, I would be a millionaire by now.
I guess like
betting I'd do on this games.
Who do you prefer draft-wise, or who do you think has taken it with this into this game?
I worry that the Goon, the Bad, and the Ugly are going to become so damn tanky that this PA blinks in to start these fights, and there's nought they can do.
Yeah. I think I like the Goon, the Bad, and the Ugly's draft more because it is easier to pull off. I think they have a high margin of error for them. So I mean, the Wraith King has 2 lives. Jakiro is giga tanky. So is the Kunkka. So is the Primal Beast. So I'm a little bit worried that if it's not perfect what Geoff plays, they have a tough time this game.
Oh, Red, I can answer how they broke the loading screens, by the way. They pushed a patch so that for widescreen support for the loading screens, because previously they were really broken and they were too zoomed in. And so they pushed a patch, but it seems to have affected everyone, not just people with wide screens. The competition for the top rune.
They're about to get 3 runes on me. They got 4 runes. Oh
my gosh. Good and the Ugly picked up all 4 runes from the back of those little skirmishes. Geoff split their competition between the top and the bottom, and so it got none.
I actually think this bot lane is the one to watch. I mean, I think mid and bot are the lanes to watch. This top lane I'm not super excited about, personally, I think.
I mean, it can, top lane can go to shit for...
Okay, so you were right, actually. It is Coop and Emu. I was totally wrong there.
Yeah. I'd expect hoBBit to stay playing 5. I think it's just You don't want to break your lanes up, is more how I think about it, right? These guys are played together.
Getting a little bit bullied out
Can
by...
you explain to me, Tofeh, why does neither Headmassif nor Vi have a stick in a lane with a lion and a PA?
Because they're fucking goons. That's
Okay.
why.
Thank
There's
you.
the only answer I'm
That's
going
why
to give
we have
to
you on this cast.
Honestly. Also, by the way, like, yeah. I mean, if you're a PA, I also just basically buy a stick in every lane because they're going to spam spells back on you. Ooh,
So what do we think
Not
First Blood's
grenade
gonna...
going out.
Oh,
Vi
Vi
is
nearly goes down,
heading
but
low.
actually Winston also very low. Which one do we think is going to be? I think Vi's fine. It's backed off far enough. Headmassif misses the turn on hoBBit.
yeah.
Vi's still sticking
I
around. Banana should have dagger up very shortly. He does have dagger up.
But
I think once they get level 2, they can kill that. It's hard to kill because Vi will also be level 2 and then we'll take leap, and killing a Mirana with leap is just muy
I mean, if you
difícil.
force her to use the leaps, it's pretty good though.
Yeah.
Early on.
Winston very low. Might just die to another
Coop
burst
is
plus the
going on Winston.
yep.
I think Winston died.
No,
No.
Not quite. He had a stick.
Yeah. I kept him alive. I think maybe if we got on top of him and then cast Frost Shield, maybe it would have been a bit more impact. Slowed him enough to just keep right clicking him, but he lives.
Teddy is getting absolutely ruined on the last hits in mid, by the way.
That's a tiny effect,
pretty
isn't it?
sharp.
Whenever he's got the branch available.
I don't know. Primal Beast has like a lot of base damage, like 73. Like you should be able to contest a lot of that. Oh, he's just missing them.
Ooh,
Okay.
Larry Llama looks dropping very low. Winston steps in to try and help, but may just end up perishing himself.
There's a fight in the bot lane as well, where Banana getting pressured. Oh, beautiful torrent. I think Headmassif might die though.
The tower hits.
Where
Ooh,
Banana's a coward.
Stun was... Oh,
blood grenade goes out.
double blood grenade.
hoBBit, I think he's spells on the wrong.
Think you want to commit too far for this. Banana's thinking about it, but he get blocked by his own creeps. Headmassif thinking about coming back in. In the top lane.
Oh,
Emu.
and Emu died. No, Emu gets the first blood on.
Gets the first blood on Larry Llama. Winston may also drop Coop, harassing the heck out of him.
Look at Coop buying mangoes. Keeping up the spam.
What a god gamer, actually. Big Coop fan, personally.
And the pull on the range creeps. What more do you want? My god.
Tip this lady. Where Banana's coming out of this lane pretty well. I mean, admittedly, Kunkka starts to get annoying once he gets like level 3 and 5 onwards, because he starts spamming this Tidebringer every wave. And you just start being sad.
You have to either lose a chunk of your health to contest the last hits, or just accept that you're not getting it. Anyway.
Oh my god, this Wraith King might be going.
Oh no, is he dead again?
I think he lives.
I think it's even worse. I think he lives on like 50 HP.
Yeah, he has a Tango, but that's it. That's all he has available. And there is more regen on the Jakiro, but Emu's looking to try and finish this thing. I mean, just the battle hunger ticks might be enough. He just get the last hit enough to clear it. Now they have to be a little bit careful. He's sat behind the tower, but he is quite a tanky lad. Has the ringer
without
health.
the Vanguard, I wouldn't do that currently.
No,
Like once he has the Vanguard.
Yeah. Also, he's not taking any points in call. It's fair.
He will at level 4.
Yeah, he should do now, I believe. Oh, he's not there yet. I know if he had call, he just kills.
Coop needs to be careful now. Getting run down by the...
Coop is actually going to die, I think. Oh.
Frost Shield. Actually, the Frost Shield might be enough. I puts it on Emu instead. I mean, bold.
I actually sort of respect.
Nice call.
The call.
Oh,
yes!
What a trade!
Oh my god, that was 4 heroes.
And the top lane is just a free lane currently.
It's how I said the top lane was not going to be the one that has a bloodbath.
Yeah, and it is
going on hoBBit bot. They don't think they have the damage just yet. May have X. Yeah, I guess off the cleave. It's a little bit sad. Yeah, this is where the point is. Head has 2 points in cleave in Tidebringer. So it's start being a little bit sad for hoBBit if he hangs around. It looks like they've ended the arrow into the storm there. Yeah, torrent into Sacred Arrow as predicted, and just a lot of damage to follow up.
But
yeah.
Needed that that coin.
Given how bad this lane goes for Were Banana currently, the consolation prize is that the Wraith King has an even worse lane.
I think
So
PA's fine with this. You know, you're just gonna try and get out the lane. You know, you're gonna have a.
He
bit
has
of
got his
battle.
Vanguard now. He's just going on Larry Llama. He's just sticking on top of him.
Oh
The
my
nice
God.
stun though. Does manage to protect him. If Larry should not come back into this.
now he spawns scaling.
Yeah, so it just
He
gives him.
needs to stop spamming these skeletons. I think. It's a bit
I
of a
think he
problem.
needs to go jungle now, to be honest. It might be a little bit sad at level 4, but
I mean, with Helm of Iron Will, you can jungle on Wraith King pretty easily.
Oh, they're going on Web on a bot. They managed to catch him in the Tidebringer into the arrow again.
Oh.
Starstorm goes
and
down,
Wraith King is dead again.
and they managed to take out Web as well in the bot lane.
Yeah, hoBBit.
Nice.
hoBBit was off getting the rune. I mean, this is the problem. This is what's going to happen in this bot lane now. I think.
Once
a lot,
again, torrent into Sacred Area.
Yeah, you're going to get X'd into arrow, and then you're going to be a sad hero.
Vi is on the ball with the 7 minutes. But so far, Coop is not really looking for this. And Emu's level 6, by the way, in the top lane. At 7 minutes.
Yeah. When you look at the winner of these lanes, it's definitely Emu and FedEx. FedEx is level 7 as well, and is doing pretty handily well against his Primal Beast. Not really any worry for him.
What is Fed up to?
He's going for a Blink
Interesting
Dagger. It looks like he's getting a deep ward, I think. So he's going to be looking at spotting any rotations of everybody's ganks.
I'd actually be really interested to see who gets the 8-minute rune and what rune it is, because Were Banana's about to get got.
Yeah. Oh,
hoBBit
hoBBit
tanks
tanks the arrow, which actually might
really good play.
Yeah.
It's good. He dies for it, but it does save his core, which is ideal. Good work, hoBBit.
Yeah, great work. I don't know if it was intentional, but he did it.
Get down, Mr. President moment.
Treads on Web Banana, so nothing too bad. Wraith King still looking at getting this. Here's the Helm of Iron Will, but looking at getting. Does that phase boots into Armlet?
Oh, arrow missed. Emu is getting gone on in the top
Emu
lane.
actually
Does get stunned. Has to be a little bit careful. Vanguard not enough to save him.
Play.
Rotation
That's
from
the
Vi.
big damage that is doing him there. They are diving the tower.
Yeah, this is not a good idea. Both supports just speeding up their lives.
With
FedEx
an
walks
arcane
past for
rune.
some reason, tosses him back, gets the kill.
I had no leap charges.
Good baiting by Coop. Baited them both under tower. No leap charges, no arrow. I thought they just make a finish.
This Jakira is nearly as farmed as the PA. If you look at the net worth, which is really like we said that the Wraith King was having a bad time, but this PA is having an even worse time.
Has been killed twice now.
Turned in the last couple of minutes a little bit, yeah.
I think he's about to die again. Yeah.
Yep, pretty
I
much.
just think he cannot turn up to the bot lane. Manages to dodge the torrent just by virtue of walking fast.
Yeah, they messed up their timings there on that.
Oh, trouble for Teddy here. Very low. FedEx is hunting him through the jungle.
To be honest, I think Emu needs to be way more aggressive right now, rather than farming stacks. I mean, he's almost has his blink 10 minutes in, but
I don't know. I think he gets his blink off these 2 stacks, maybe. This is really nice stacking by Coop, by the way. Great work. And they can get another stack.
Headmassif's definitely pulling ahead in the net worth after his kills on that thing. In fact, hoBBit needs to be very careful where he's playing right now, because he is running under. Is he running under their vision?
I mean, Head almost.
6.
he almost has an
Teddy.
as well.
I mean, Head almost has an armlet completed, which is FedEx is coming down bot for this kill. I think they know. Yeah, they know.
The armlet on the Wraith King just killed by
he
Emu.
just got killed by Emu.
So-
Emu snipes the courier. Head has rotated top. They're looking to the kill here. Gets the X onto Emu, but it saves him from the ice path. So now he's sat on top of Head. Stun goes out. Coop. Oh, Lich Ult goes out. Bounces between
nice
Jakira.
Lich Ult.
Oh, bounces to the creeps. Emu's grabbed, but should just be able to turn here with a taunt. Does he have mana for Slam? He does. He gets the dunk off.
Oh, he's 6 on hoBBit. Does he skill up his spells? Oh, they miss all the spells.
And
does.
they kill the Wraith King. We have
Kills
no
the
mana.
Wraith King. Now FedEx is on the run. Has to be a little bit careful. It
FedEx
is X, but no mana left on head.
Emu's
Macropire
distant.
used. Has to be a little bit. Just has to run, I think. But I think he gets out here. I think they're a little bit afraid to.
The
keep
phase
chasing.
boot Windlace is too fast for them.
He's such
It's
a speedy
actually
little boy.
so stupid.
Such a speedy boy.
Where Banana is loving this, by the way. A free
Yeah,
lane.
sure. The
first time.
space that he's been lacking this entire game has got his cornucopia and is going for the rest of the Battle Fury components now.
I do forget that Grow now gives slow resistance for each level, which is
Ooh.
pretty good.
They get a kill easily on Vi in the mid lane. Was that,
Oh, yeah.
was that the blink reveal on
no
Emu?
dunk.
It was the blink reveal on Emu, yeah. No dunk, because the toss is enough to kill him, but that's always the danger, right? They've got a lot of burst, but Emu wants to be there to slug them out. Get them
I
slowly
think
hitting
Where
this.
Banana needs to leave this bot line now.
And he does, and he knows it.
Yeah, I mean, Where Banana. Yeah, you should go.
Oh,
And
classic.
we have the NZ.
Right,
The NZ
I'm gonna
just-
start a fucking timer, lads. Don't worry. It has begun.
He is rebooted, I've just seen him reboot, so should hopefully end back very shortly.
So,
Yeah, Emu is in fact total noob. Everyone's saying Emu too good, and then you see this. I think you need to be aware. Emu total noob.
yeah, I mean, I agree.
I
think it's-
kind of like this discussion about Emu being too good when you then sit in a game and you see Headmassif Giga destroying as an offlaner as well.
Yeah.
No one is discussing Headmassif here.
No, I think
so
No.
isn't
I
also
always
Head
find it
banned from playing
fascinating.
cores in the in-house?
Is he?
I think so.
Is he?
I mean, the last few times I've
I'm
seen
not
him, he's
sure.
been playing 4 or 5.
I do not know.
Well, I get corrected by Gito because they say Head is too good. So okay, that's settled then. Question.
Emu
has
and
been
Coop have
settled.
smoked, heading bot. Looking to maybe get a pick on this 4 heroes that bot. I don't think they want to run into this, but they see Winston.
I actually think they don't mind this. If they can... Oh, he misses the call on...
Boat goes out, and hoBBit dies for it.
Oh, but there's a
Oh.
little
Little
bouncing.
bounce between Winston and Teddy, it's nice.
I mean,
Not enough to kill the
But that is a
dunk. Another dunk comes in. Sees the
And
courier.
Really
there's
unfortunately,
three
they
as
missed-
well, if they
They
see
missed
it.
the call on Head. They know Head's here because the courier. Oh no. Lads. Oh,
Teddy
Head's
gets away
in
on
real
next to no
trouble
health
here.
there. And now they're chasing Head.
FedEx Link is on the way as well, by the way. Oh, but he gets
Oh, they.
Oh,
very
great
nice.
catch by the lads.
Yeah,
no dunk.
no
No
dunk.
mana for dunk.
But they did get the avalanche and the E off, so either way, that was a dead head.
Oh. So
Head dead. Yeah.
Head dead.
the thing I will say is FedEx didn't have his blink that fight and has his blink and 800 gold. So oh, that is an anti-synergy with the call and the trample. He doesn't click you when.
Well, I mean, it's good because you stop the trample damage as well. Like
Yeah,
this,
that's true.
this primal beast follows you like a tiny dog.
Tiny, a sad
He's
dog.
going straight for BKB on the Primal Beast. I thought normally you go for like a Sanj or something, right? Then they changed.
Blade mail, I
The
think.
build is
Get a
blade
blade
mail into heart, I believe is the correct build on that,
Yep.
which is fucking
So
stupid.
they're going straight for a
by the way.
Death on Wraith King, so they want to fight. But he hasn't got a blink, so is he going to have trouble getting into these fights?
No, he's gonna farm with that Deso, and he probably joins with the blink.
I personally like the Deso. I like the armor into Deso build, but I think if you're going to do it, you need
FedEx
to
grabs
be
the
like a
rune, but at what
tower
cost?
hitter.
He's caught by the X. Into the boat, into Teddy. The slam goes
Oh,
out. The,
he has
the
a
arrow
haste.
misses. And the haste ring should mean he just gets away here.
Oh,
Beautiful
really
stun by
nice
hoBBit.
play, hoBBit.
Stuns me. And now FedEx is
Yes.
back in with the
Back
FedEx.
toss.
Ooh.
What a BM! Good lord, this
He's-
man.
God.
He's such a
The
griefer.
speedy boy.
Honestly, that's like the mental damage of playing against Fed.
Yeah. This is one of those times where you go, oh, okay, FedEx claimed to not mess around today. Someone has given him Weetabix this morning. Meanwhile,
Honestly,
you have 3 top, potentially looking to catch WebBanana here, but I don't think you do. He has to be very
he's going
careful.
to get caught.
Where's
hoBBit,
the torrent?
hoBBit is running to give him the blinked target.
Yeah. Evil Teddy.
Doesn't have the blink target.
Whoa.
He does.
Whoa.
It's to Fed though.
FedEx.
Oh, he should have gone for hoBBit instead. hoBBit has the thing, but it's not enough to kill Teddy. FedEx might be in trouble
I
here.
actually think Emu's going to get him though.
Oh, okay, so they pull Teddy under tower. Macropire goes out. FedEx dropping very low.
FedEx is
Might
dead.
dive the fire tick out. But he has Frost Shield on it. He looks like
No,
he
it
lives.
was only the slow on him. He didn't get the magic damage on him.
Well, Lich Jolt goes
Oh,
out. Bounces. It's a
very nice.
great selection of heroes to
And
take.
Emu is
So
coming
FedEx
in.
can come. FedEx and Emu go back in.
Oh,
Emu sees 2.
huge
Doesn't
play.
has dunk, but no call available. The boat stuns him,
Sad.
and the run buff might just keep Larry Llama alive here.
Webbanana's coming back
Head
in.
is very low. Webbanana's gone in. They get the taunt onto Vi. Vi should die for this.
No dunk?
And now
Oh,
they're
no
looking at the
dunk
Wraith
again.
King. Wraith King's been tossed back in. Dagger goes
He has
out.
no mana.
He has no mana and he dies the first time. Teddy's coming back in. They're just
What
feeding
is
in
this
one at a
fight?
time.
How exciting, dude. This is like a fucking 7 kills.
Head had to
And
run.
it
He was on
was
so
2
low
minutes.
health. He thought about coming back in and decided not to. And meanwhile, FedEx was just dipping in and out of that fight the entire time.
This is such a slaughter. It's like
You say that,
29 kills
but
at
it's-
60 minutes.
yeah, but it's only 2k gold lead. I mean, that was what a hell of a fight that was. Look at the gold change there. It was nearly 1,000 gold to Geoff, and nearly 1,000 XP to Geoff. But the damage
Yeah.
done was practically equal because they just kept bringing heroes down so low and not being able to finish them. FedEx dipping in and out of the fight. Amazing
there's a
frost
fight on
shields by
mid.
Coop. Keep it
Teddy?
alive. Oh, Emu might be in trouble here. Has no mana,
Emu
dropping
feeding.
very low. Blade Mail used, but I don't think it's been enough to save him. And he drops finally to the combined efforts of Teddy, Winston, and Larry Llama.
So, the thing I will say is where Banana's net worth is about to get fucking huge. Because I think there's a triple stack that's going
has
to be a
got-
quad stack
and he has
for
got a
him,
Battle
and he's got
Fury.
his Battle Fury. So it's like, I'll stack it where Banana. Don't be a coward. Anyway.
He's playing the safe thing and going for lane.
All FedEx
FedEx is stunned in the mid lane. It's getting just stun locked here. There is a vessel on top of him now as well. On an urn even. But Larry Llama might actually be in trouble. Lich ult goes out. Bounces from Larry and thinks it takes down the Wraith King.
Gamer with these ults. I'm not gonna lie.
Coop looking for the kill of Jakiro here. Maybe going a little bit deep. Ice Path goes out.
support
Jakiro lives.
has no fear.
Unfortunately, at the cost of the 2 supports, but Emu's gone in. Blade Mail
Oh,
pops.
Emu's coming
Triple
in.
cool.
So
Arrow misses though. So FedEx needs to be a little bit careful here. It does have spells available. But both supports dead and no kills in return, so that gold lead that they just had immediately flipped. Look at that, and a 1,000 gold lead flipped the other way.
But where Banana is actually farming now.
Yeah.
What I liked about the fights before was okay. all
Emu
in
is
the mid-lane.
trolling a little bit, I
I
believe.
think he needs
here.
a BKB before he can start making these big moves, especially with the Jakiro in the
wow.
play. He can just E like that. It's a nice
Dead,
stun.
taking this fight somehow.
They do manage to get 3 kills there. Webanana comes in from the side and finishes the kill onto Larry Llama there. Did he not have ult available? He did have ult. He managed to burn through the ult. Okay. Oh yeah, because the Coop killed him with the Lich ult.
with the ultimate. Yeah.
Yes.
That was such a good ult. And with the sentry there. FedEx is just playing right on the edge of next to no health, but he has got a shield rune, so he's immediately got 3,000 health now.
Fucking FedEx, man. Watching him play Dota is truly it brings me so much joy, but it fills me with rage when I play with him. So I don't know what that says.
I think I played 300 games with Fed or something. I still don't know why.
So all 3 of Geoff's cores have now taken the lead in net worth. PA has now caught up. Did they take the triple stack yet, or is he going for it now?
Yeah, he's done the
taken it,
triple
so yeah.
stacker.
So he has got the first
So
2/3 of his deso complete as well.
I like the Deso pickup in the game, but I don't know if
Well,
you
you
just want to buy a BKB.
Yeah, BKB and then maybe Axe. Just like how do they kill you at that point?
You definitely want the Axe. I think the Axe is why this hero is broken. Is the
Absolutely.
real
You do have the issue of the Primal Beast Axe causing the break, but is he even going for it yet? I mean, he's going for BKB first, still going for BKB.
The problem is that this Primal Beast has become a bit of a creep in the past 2 minutes.
A lot of charging in and then having to sadly limp out because he's taken a ton of damage. Meanwhile, FedX
and Emu, they are hunting in the top lane.
They are.
I actually just had a thought.
They baited
about...
with Web and Honor, and now they're hunting. Yet they should see Teddy. They've seen. Oh, the stuns go off, and they get the kills. Now Emu's looking for Larry Llama in response. I don't think he's going to get this. No blink.
Has a blink as well, by the way. There are 3 blink.
hoBBit has a blink. hoBBit has a Philly Stone as well. This is about to be
This is an Aghanim Scepter, hopefully, and then hoBBit is just the next damage-dealing 4th core that they need.
I think Coop is just playing pos. Oh, actually, they have the same amount of farm. They're both in the same amount.
Coop is going for a Glimmer, so Coop has picked up the support item. Maybe they just looked at the lanes and thought that it was better lanes to have the Lich with the thing. Wouldn't mind either way.
I think you're always going to get this blink item on.
Just the Head X himself there. I'm not sure if that's what he meant to do. Potentially, Emu might be in trouble in the mid lane. Oh, gets caught by the Primal Beast ult, but saved by the Avalanche from NZfedX there. FedX is sitting on the high ground. He's waiting. He knows that they're going to go for this, and hoBBit TP's into vision, but don't think he's worried.
He's getting X'd.
He's getting X'd. The arrow's coming in. He takes the arrow. He probably just die here. Yeah, they have enough damage to just blow him up. FedX is trying to push it out with Avalanche, and is no doubt scolding hoBBit for TPing into vision there.
So, Lebanon is about to die, by the way, for sure.
I think.
Yeah, should just have him here. He hasn't anyone to blinked to.
I think he
hasn't waited in 2 seconds.
Good play.
Coop goes down for it. They do have to commit a lot for Web and Honor here. They have kind of got him stuck here. Blinks back.
Nice.
It's a nice dodge, but the X still gets him. It's committed 5. That's 5 heroes rotating to try and kill him there.
I honestly think you turn on this Mirana there. I mean, you're dead. Just blow her up. She used all her leap charges for getting closer to Web and Honor.
So something.
Web and Honor's going for BKB now.
I just had a thought about which I would have preferred on this Wraith King build. I would have liked to see him go in KB instead of this Desolator. In terms of it does the same thing for you, and it also means that you can man fight the PA. You know what I mean?
Has DD. Smokes and has a DD rune. They're looking to hunt. Maybe looking for FedX here because they know he's around somewhere. They have wards, and they should probably see him. FedX might just walk into this instead. Walk straight into Vi, but he needs to be a bit careful. Doesn't have the damage, didn't have the tree in his hand to kill Vi there. Now has to be very careful.
Huge call.
Huge call from Emu, and he gets the dunk straight onto Vi. He gets caught by the ice path. FedX has to be a little bit careful. That's a huge lich ult with the avalanche. FedX should die still because the Primal Beast is on top of him.
It's really unfortunate with these bounces. And
they're really bad. They dropped all the skeletons, which is really unlucky. Emu picks up another dunk kill. Meanwhile, Web and Honor farming still. But that's a lot of gold gone the way of Headmassif and Larry Llama there. And those are the heroes you do not want given this gold.
This is where this Wraith King Deso starts to become a thing, though.
Because you start to take these fights.
Yeah, because he has finished Deso now, so this tower should drop pretty easily, despite Coop's efforts with the Frost Shield. Now needs to be very careful, because they do know that the Primal Beast is available. No blinks on the side of Goon the Ugly, so their initiate is really an X into Torrent or an arrow, followed up by the Primal Beast charging in probably, and has a BKB available, so could happily think about diving here if they wanted to.
And he's going straight for the Ags afterwards. And the Axe Blessing, I like that. He doesn't need the item, he just wants to eat the Axe.
He wants to eat the Ags, he doesn't care about stats.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Okay, FedX has got Mecha Saber and is going for a BKB, and then afterwards has got already queued up Crystalis, and then Fed, you see the
we know what he's going to do.
He's going Crystalis into Axe. Then he pops the ult.
That was I would trade a BKB for a Coop there.
Yeah.
Coop gets out
thanks to a Glimmer Cape. Arrow misses. Hex onto Primal Beast.
Really good play.
Emu goes in, but is still in the macro player. Has to be careful here. Another Lich ult, but it just bounces off the skeletons again. It's so unfortunate. Does bounce over towards the
Where
Llama
Banana's
drops.
trolling a little
It's
bit.
still going. It's hitting Headmassif.
Oh.
They kill Where Banana.
Where Banana just fed by jumping in a little bit
Sorry, I was
there.
trying to follow too many things there. There's too much stuff happening.
You're good.
How did I get on Cliff? Magic.
Well, I mean, I'm surprised that Coop lived this fight because
Coop?
I thought like trading Coop's life for a BKB charge on Primal Beast is worth enough. But Coop didn't even die.
They do have Torrent Storm available now. They're baiting onto Headmassif here.
They get the
Toss
toss back into the call.
The call, they pop a lot of stuff for him. He's so tanky already, but they do eventually get the
Really
dunk
good
as
play.
well. So that's pretty nice for Geoff. Pretty nice for Emu, who's now up to 5 stacks of culling armor.
He also got the finger stack from that, so you know.
He did get it. He's on
That's,
to 4 stacks. Oh.
The,
He's
the
going for a
infinite
full
scaling of Geoff is going to come into this game, you know? Vi on the
sees
bot
Vi.
lane,
I
maybe
think you
about
just
to
blow up
feed.
the Vi here, right?
I think it's really hard because of the leaps.
Yeah,
I mean, used all of the leaps now, so
Fed's about to kill her though.
Toss and toss for Banana? Doesn't need to. Kills him with 2 hits. So
no Deso charge for Where Banana.
one thing I have noticed is Geoff have not got a lot of vision on this map, and they have in comparison, their jungle is nicely walled up. FedEx hoBBit puts down 2 sentries on one top of one another. 2 sentries and an obs ward, so it's a nice little D-ward pile for someone.
I really like this ward behind the tower that the Goon, the Bad, and the Ugly have placed. I think it's quite nice for scaring the tower out. Ooh, Emu on the top lane.
Yeah, he might be in trouble here. They've brought the numbers. Is that 4 of Goon, the Bad, and the Ugly coming top? Or 5 of them, actually.
Yeah.
Oh no, Mirana's dead still, so 4 of them.
Jeff is coming in. They want to take this fight.
They're
are not
happy to
giving
take this
up.
fight, apparently.
Yeah.
I actually think their main target is head in these fights.
I think you got to kill the
he's hard
Jakiro,
to
though.
kill,
These ice parts have
but-
kind of been fucking up the initiates a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I
But then
think you've seen how much damage you need to kill this
Head.
Kunka. Yeah.
It's such a problem.
Yeah, I think they've got to kill the Mirana and they've got to kill the Jakiro, and then hope that by that point the Kunkka and or the Wraith King haven't destroyed them. The Primal Beast is there to just cause complete disruption for them, right? He's not dumping a lot of damage in, though he has nearly finished. Oh, he's got 2 components of the Ags, the most expensive ones.
Emu's sacked off being top, and they see him mid, so
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, FedEx is just sat in the town waiting for them to deliver creeps to him. Little
Ogre Seal
Goblinoid.
Totem. Truly the...
Oh, he's been X'd, but I'm not sure that FedEx is the hero you want to go on. I mean, the Macropie has dropped. Oh, he BKBs. BKB revealed on FedEx. They have pulled a thing under tower. Emu's looking for the call. The Coop goes down.
I think it's a bit late on the call, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately it's not enough, and he's stuck in the ice path now, and Neil gets grabbed. Emu goes down as
Oh,
well.
okay.
hoBBit also in trouble here. FedEx might have to just get away, but I'm not sure he can. He isn't able to get out. That's a
Geoff
4
went on 3 different targets,
Yeah.
but all really tanky. It was,
Yeah, it's 4 kills go the way of Goon, the Bad, and the Ugly. And
Meanwhile,
that
where
makes
the Bananas
we-
trying to farm his
What we
BKB.
thought, yeah. But I think that's also we thought that might happen in these fights. They just don't have the damage to finish off one hero.
I do think this is the problem with this going Deso on PA. Like, you just need a BKB sometimes, and this is one of those games where you just have to buy a BKB to play. So you've built this Deso item, and it's just being used as a farming tool when it's not really what the item is built for.
Meanwhile, the
Do you know
Wraith
what I
King
mean?
has 6 stacks on his already.
Yeah, exactly. So when he has BKB now, so I'd like to see Geoff take a fight.
Spirit Vessel finished on Mirana as well. And then Lotus Orb on Jakiro now as well, so it's going to be trying to defend from the PA Dagger, the Finger, the Earth Spike,
I mean,
even to some extent Call. I mean, this is a bold call, considering they knew a lot of the... you can see a lot of the...
Larry Llama's just... BKB, please.
No, Llama goes down.
Please, Where Banana. BKB. Where
Oh, why is he
Banana, you're
BK?
trolling.
Why isn't he BKBing?
He needed to BKB earlier, I believe.
FedEx should also die here.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why Banana was holding the BKB there for. I think if he pops it and goes straight on this Mirana or this Jakiro, that's a dead hero and a Deso charge.
Yeah, I think he got too greedy with pressing his BKB button. But I think sometimes you just have to press it.
I think if you get arrowed or ice path, they got so much follow up that you have to just do it.
Yeah, you can't save it.
Yeah.
And this game is now also getting worse. The Aghanim Scepter is finished on this Primal Beast. So this means very hard fights, not only for the PA, but also for the Axe, who now also has to mind that his spin gets broken.
It's also even harder now to kill this this team with the mechanism now on the Jakiro. Makes him even more of a valuable target to blow up, but very.
They have it. Yeah, sorry. Do you mean the Mirana?
Yeah, what did I say? Jakiro. Sorry. Yeah, we're in Mirana. Sorry.
Because he's about to finish Greaves as well, which is pretty big. I think Geoff have to play for this FedEx Tiny build to come online.
I'm looking to catch Emu here. He's hiding in the top trees.
This is nice play by Emu. Honestly, if I was Geoff, I'd wrap on this team bot lane. Like, do you see this Mirana and this Kunkka on the wave? Go team fight, lads. You know.
Emu blink
Emu
BKB TPs. Yeah. Should get out.
It feels
smoked up. They are looking to go coming top though. Which I'm not sure which direction you want to go. It looks like
they're going Roshan on
going Rosh, yeah.
Boys. Yeah.
This looks like a classic Roshan setup to me. They're pinging it out, so it looks like they do know.
They know, but I don't think you can really. I mean, they're not exactly good at taking Roshan on the Dire. They have a Wraith King, but that's it.
The question is going to be how they play into this vision. You know, they can't exactly blink in. They have to try and get a funny, slightly awkward angle here. They're still smoked up on hoBBit and FedEx. I think FedEx might be looking for the initiate here.
I don't know. Emu's gone in, but he doesn't have a BKB. Oh, really big
as
jump
well.
in by
Tries to kill Winston, but it isn't enough. Emu jumps in, gets the call onto 3, but now they're just on the little.
He has no BKB now on Wear Banana, which is a bit of a.
Oh, caught by the ice path. Yeah, I think Geoff needs to think about getting out. The dagger isn't enough to finish him, but the tree might be. No, the armlet saves him. Nice.
Nice.
Wear Banana jumps in. They do.
Oh, hoBBit.
Oh, he misses the airspike. That's unfortunate.
That was a good attempt, though.
Now they're looking at taking Rosh themselves. I mean, Wear Banana has to be a little bit careful, but no reason why they. I mean, Goon the Ugly did half the work for them. Coop has no sentries, so can't deward the Obs Warden. Goon the Ugly, you have to just watch them taking Rosh.
So that fight was really interesting in that they spent so much on this axe and didn't kill him. And then FedEx just got to blink and get a 3-man stun off.
I think that Larry was trying to finish Rosh that entire time.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, this is why he wasn't in the fight. Yeah, Wear Banana is now going for the axe, which I think is the right call. Has the BKB, going for the axe. It's going to become very hard for them to kill. Because they just keep blurring, right? He blurs, he kills Smarana, he blurs, he kills the Jakiro, but he has to kill his Smarana first, I think, so she doesn't get her ult off. Everything else is sort of secondary, especially if you've got BKB up. I mean, no one on Geoff carrying Dust, of course, because... Oh, no, actually, I take that back. Emu's carrying Dust. And Coop. Okay, I take it entirely back. That's 2 heroes more than I thought they had carrying Dust. Wear Banana had one...
up to 6.
Yeah, he did have a charge from the kill in the bot jungle. So he's gained 3 more charges in the interim.
Oh, 3 more charges, 6 damage. Not bad.
Yeah, you gotta remember his thing. Same with Axe. It's not that he's gained 5 stacks, but he's got 7 armor from it. Not that I understand.
Larry Llama's about to get caught.
He's showing on a ward.
They saw him and they...
Now we have a Vi
DC. This is like...
we start the timer.
All we need to do is get Wogan in and we can have the full DC crew. In fact, if they could assemble a team next year from anyone who DCs and put them all in one little stack.
They've started a second timer.
Good job.
So FedEx has finished Crystallis. Crystallis, because Crystallis is the player, right?
I mean, they're spelled the same, I think, whichever you want to call it. Yeah, I mean this Ag's tiny build that he goes is pretty good. Fun interactive hero, that one. The tiny. I think what are the next big items that are coming up though?
PA BKB is probably the biggest, right? I mean,
Well,
we nearly
PA
have an AC finished on Wraith King, but I'm not sure how much impact that's going to have in the short term.
You mean PAX, don't you?
No, I said PAX, and then I said we've got a AC coming up on Wraith King.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The thing I don't like about this Wraith King build is he's got this Deso, but now he's having to go for this MKB. And like I said earlier, I'd like for him to just skip the Deso and get the MKB. It's
Ed is
like
going for a halberd, which could cause some trouble for Webbanana.
I think a halberd is really good.
Yeah.
hoBBit
In
just
trouble here.
playing like a
Sees-
psychopath.
Yeah, what the heck? Emu gets the call into the Wraith King, but this is not the target you want to call.
Webbanana BKB super early.
Well, Webbanana jumps in, but it's dropping so low, just gets chonked down by... The arrow goes out, Coop tanks it.
The problem is...
Ooh, that's the Wraith King's life gone. Webbanana
Yeah,
now in
Webbanana
trouble.
has
Spirit
the
Vessel and he's
BKB.
ulted. Fenix can't do anything to save him this time. Fenix gets to pick up one
Such a bad fight.
really bad fight. They take the Aegis. It's a great fight if you're the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. They get 4 kills to the back of that and kill the Aegis. That's a great fight for them.
So I'm not going to lie. Webbanana pressed his BKB and wasted 5 seconds of it before he even joined the fight. Which was a bit of a sad, I'm not going to lie. And I think also when your Lion instantly gets killed, you just should chill in these moments, you know?
Coop ult went out and it bounced. It can't have even bounced twice because she did a total of 600 damage in that fight. I think it bounced off BKB heroes.
I think, yeah, so it bounced out to Head, who was running away with the BKB on.
Yeah, it's pretty
I
sad.
think the problem is that Geoff needs to force out boats and then disengage and then fight again. It is very difficult for them to fight.
They have like heroes that can do that sort of thing, but I think the problem is that they wasted their BKB Aegis, and then they didn't have a Lion who is like actually a major part of their lockdown.
Yeah, hoBBit saw Headmassif and thought that's a kill, but I don't think you can be blinking in to try and fight this Headmassif when you don't have vision up in their triangle. You don't see who's sat there.
Yeah.
Webbanana needs to think about saving for buyback as well as this Ags. May need to think about getting an MKB at some point as well if Head finishes this halberd and has the evasion, and also the evasion from Mirana, Moonlight Shadow. So Moonlight Shadow's popped in that last fight, so there's 20% evasion to every hero. That's like super rough if you're playing into that as PA. So now they have to either force that out as well, or think about getting some kind of piercing.
Winston has the Ags finished, by the way, so now I think this game is genuinely over now.
It feels very hard, I think.
I think that's the nail in the coffin, because they just have so much damage, AoE damage now.
Ags on Winston as well. Jesus. I mean, this tower's going. They're not here to defend it.
hoBBit just walking in. E gets the blink call into Head, but the Ice Path Macropire goes down. Lich Ult bouncing off random skeletons. It's not doing anything. The boat goes out. Primal Beast charges in, gets the kill onto Lich. So you follow up with a kill onto Emu. This is already looking sad. Banana BKB and blinks in. He's looking trying to kill, has the break, but doesn't have any support here now to save him. Gets
nice jump by Webbanana.
nice jump out. But the Spirit Vessel's on him. Should live here. They don't manage to pick up any kills, and if Head lives on next to no health, and they still get the tower and pick up the kills on Emu and Coop. Coop buys back. Has to be very careful.
This is what I was saying in the draft. In the Goon, the Bad, and the Ugly just have 3 really fucking tanky cores. Actually, well, all of their
it's
heroes
a nice,
is really
it's a nice Lotus Orb. Stops Primal Beast getting tossed back, instead Fenix gets tossed
really
away.
Nice play.
And PA's broken as well, so has to now be careful again. Larry Llama going very deep trying to get the kill here. May just lose his first life for it, and he does. But there's not a lot they can do. I mean, he's keeping the entire team at bay, with just him and an army of skeletons, so... hoBBit is going for some absolutely crazy blink stuns. Has to be very careful doing that, because he has the 4-star, but that's his only escape at the moment.
Yeah, it's really hard for Geoff to get these kills. They just don't have enough damage between
Absolutely.
their heroes to burst them.
Emu might be in trouble here. Might run into Jakiro. He sees the Jakiro and maybe thinking about Blink Stun, but he doesn't know where the Kunkka is. And the Kunkka and the Mirana are sat right behind. So we have hoBBit finished on Kunkka now. We also have a Ghost Scepter on Mirana.
Yeah, I mean, this PA's...
Oh, it's a
this is
huge
a really nice go.
It is, but they don't have enough follow-up damage because of Blink Cool. Has to Ogre Seal float him away. Webinon is in, doing his best, but has to blink out
Press
onto
buttons,
the
Coop.
thing. Oh, it gets... Webinon dies. Goes down to a Primal Beast ult.
I think this is GG.
Oh, and they're just cleaning up heroes. Unfortunately, this axe jump is just not enough to secure any kills at the moment. It's not putting in the same damage as this Kunkka is in anywhere near.
No.
Yeah, the Skelly is Lich very sad. The Lich ults have been unfortunately bouncing either to BKB'd heroes or just to skeletons.
Tiny's
doing his best to try and get something, but is now probably just going to go down to this. He's glimmered, and they don't have vision for him right now.
Nice play by Coop.
Just going to toss. Doesn't have the axe yet either, so he's. We have no
Llama
buyback
has
on.
a BKB in his backpack, so
No buyback on to anyone on Geoff except for Tiny now. Just lacking gold in 3 of their heroes, so they've clearly bought out. Thought, if no one's got buyback, why? If Banana's not buyback, why would any of us have buyback? Oh, Emu goes for the blink call, but doesn't call in response. He gets the battle hunger instead on Tofeh, who immediately clears it with the Greaves. Are they called GG?
And they call it, yeah.
yeah.
Well, that settles Group A, I think, doesn't it?
No. I think if
no,
they go
this-
1-1, it's different.
Settles the top at least, I would say. Because that means that Geoff is third. They will face 2 Hot for Dota, no matter what the result is.
Really?
I think so.
No, because somebody could pick 2 Hot for Dota, right?
Yeah, they
I
have
think
to
they
pen-
are second. So
Someone with more brains.
Yeah, so if they go 1-1, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not big brained enough for this.
wild speculation. Where's Eri when you need him?
First place has to pick 3rd or 4th from the other group. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so it's just for the purposes of deciding.
Okay, I think the assumption was that first place Group B doesn't pick Geoff but picks Bingus. Therefore, second place, which is 2 Hot for Dota.
All right.
I think.
Well, we're going to take a short break, and we will probably, hopefully, in the interim, find out what's actually going on. So we'll be back very shortly. In the interim, please enjoy this elevator music.
So
we're back.
does the next game basically mean that it's the groups are settled at this point?
I think there can be a tie for 5th, if I'm not mistaken, which would mean that there would be tiebreakers needed, probably, as far as I remember. But I think I can find... Eri actually posted something in Goon International earlier.
Yeah, so next game settles who gets 5th in Group A. Between the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And who else? Who's sick currently?
Okay, so if Goon, the Bad, the Ugly win, then they go 5th.
Yes, between them and Granny's Cookies, that's right. Yeah, so Good, the Bad, and the Ugly are currently sitting on 2-3-2. Granny's Cookies are sitting on 2-4-2. So a win puts them ahead of Granny's Cookies. A draw puts them equal with Granny's Cookies, and we have a tiebreaker, I guess, for 5th.
Yes.
And then
Exactly.
a loss will put them... Sorry, yeah, that's right. A loss in this next game will put them as equal with Granny's Cookies. So that's our believable outcomes.
I see.
So,
Honestly, big fan of tiebreakers. So
oh yeah, should go on head-to-head actually. So what was their head-to-head result? Goon, the Bad, and the Ugly and Granny's Cookies drew, so it will go to a head-to-head.
Oh, it will go to a head-to-head. Sorry, yeah.
We'll get to a
Tiebreaker.
tiebreaker, yeah.
Excellent. That's what I love to hear. That's what I love to hear.
Just waiting for the
So-
game to draft to start. It looks like
We're here.
we're here.
the lads are here. Where's Eri? That's my question.
Where is Eri?
Donde Eri? The question all the goons always ask.
It's always why Eri? How's
Why Eri, not
Why?
how Eri.
never how Eri? Yeah. Stacy would like to know, Tofeh, what is your favorite pie?
What is my favorite pie?
What sort of pie do you like?
Oh, that's a really hard question. I do love a steak and kidney pie. Like when it's got like big bits of kidney in there.
Oh, hold
that,
on,
like,
sorry.
really
I need to put the pie logo on. That's my fault. Okay, carry on. Pie talk is ready. Yeah.
So, steak and kidney pie personally is like top tier. I do love chicken and leek pie as well. Honestly, dude, I'll eat any fucking pie. Pie is delicious.
I like
I'm here for
chicken
it.
ham and leek pie. Oh god.
Oh, so good. Yeah,
When it's
I'm
like
with you on
proper
that one.
rich sauce. Love it.
See, Stacey knew I would have a good pie opinion. I appreciate that, Stacey. Dude. I appreciate that.
Are you a sweet or savory pie man?
Savory pie. See, I'm personally just more of a savory. Maybe I'm just such a salty person that I prefer savory anyway. But like, it's more. I'd rather have a starter than a pudding, if that makes sense. Like if I had the choice of a starter then a main, or a main then a pudding, I'm always gonna have a starter. That's just my choice in life, I guess.
So would you rather... Which kind of dessert would you prefer, though?
What
Pie
type?
talk chums? We've got a draft. We can still
Okay.
talk pie while the draft's going.
Oh,
We can still talk pie.
Let me see. Sorry, you asked me the question of what
I
pudding
mean,
if I had to have a pudding.
if you're forced to,
Dude,
what would you have rather?
Okay, if there's a creme brulee on the menu, I'm always gonna have a creme brulee. I fucking love
Okay.
creme brulee.
Delicious.
It's like soft and like fatty, and then it's like got this hard golden top. It's all sugar. Yeah, fucking give it to me. You know, that's like the good shit. When I was
And the
dude,
band,
I-
Tinker Band. Same first three bands as the previous game.
So when I was in Italy the other day, I actually posted this in chef school. I literally had this pudding that was mascarpone like cheese with peaches in it and just chunks of dark chocolate on. And it's the best pudding I've had in like
Wow.
fucking years.
Do you know what
It was
the
really, really good.
best thing I ever had in Italy is affogato? Just
Oh, yes.
when you
dude.
had like a really rich food, rich meal, and then you have affogato pudding. Oh, so good.
Oh, yeah.
And you're awake till 11 o'clock, so you've just had a double espresso at
Yeah.
9 p.m.
The
Okay,
warlock.
Geoff, pick up
There
a
we go.
warlock. No Kunkka ban yet. Surely, if it's not picked now, they ban it on their next.
I'd assume so.
But then I
One
think they're going to basically try and get one support pick. Nope, there we are.
Yeah, there's the
Yeah, they needed to ban it. They favour the Jakiro and the Bane. I think I might be more tempted to give them the Jakiro and ban the Kunkka. Jakiro.
I mean, the Jakiro was a massive problem this game for them.
Absolutely. They went for
Yeah.
Dire. Who got first? I don't know who got priority choice this time. But I would have been tempted to, if I was Geoff, to take for second pick, so that you get those 3 bans, 4 bans even in the first phase.
I think it switches around, doesn't it?
Yeah, but just the priority of what you get to pick switches around. So if whichever team gets it in game 1, the second team gets it in game 2, right?
Yeah.
Yes, so you switch.
Yes, but so Geoff have picked. I don't know who got which priority, but either way, Geoff have undone themselves both times, or undone themselves one of these times, right? I guess they wouldn't have known. They wouldn't necessarily have known in game 1. Maybe they prioritized the side pick in game 1 and picked Radiant.
Yeah, maybe they. To be honest, they've probably not been paying attention to the other. Honestly, I don't trust Geoff to pay attention to anybody else's picks for the most part.
I mean,
That's
I
true.
know for a fact that they definitely do not do any research into opponents at all.
Well, I know that Shmup was doing their research, so
Yes,
But he's gone.
he's gone. So
guarantee you that no one has stepped up in Ishmael's place too.
I also posted my really nice pudding that I had in chef school. If anybody's interested,
I'm
but
gonna go and look.
check out my dog shit phone camera as well because I got
Mm.
my phone installed the other week.
I've got to find Chef School because I have the channel hidden.
Yeah, same.
Finding it makes me
Oh.
hungry.
That looks good.
Honestly, really good stuff.
What I like about Italy is that they just have regular old plates that you would also use at home, kind of. It's not like...
Yeah.
It looks like you go to someone else's house and there's like a mixture of different plates and it's not everything fits all the time. It's not neat.
Definitely, dude. Actually, I'm going to post the rest of that meal. That was a good meal.
Give us more. This is good content, by the way. Kieran.
Yeah, this
What
is
we're
good. We've
doing
got gap to fill. This is the boring. This is they've taken the place of the boring bit before. Okay, they taken the Phantom Assassin themselves, so this is going to be horrible now for Geoff. I mean, they must have something up the sleeve, right? Because surely you don't let the Phantom Assassin through if you're not intending. Like, you can't be trusting they're not going to pick it.
Is that mortadella
And
that you have there?
It is mortadella. It was free mortadella and some
Shaker band as
bread
well.
they gave me. The shaker band's pretty good. I don't know. I think
Emu, I think, on the shaker.
what would I like to see Geoff pick up here? I'd like them to pick up their offlaner. Maybe go for the. I don't know.
You see the core
This
matchups on
PA
both
is
sides,
pretty
right? So
good.
like you can pick either lane, fairly confident in what your matchup's going to be.
And you could pick up the Legion Commander maybe versus this PA. It feels sort of bad at some point unless you snowball off of it. Maybe pick up the Doom and just Doom PA every team fight. Also another option.
Both options they rely on them finding the PA at the start of these fights. And if you've seen Geoff do anything, it's struggle to initiate his fights.
There's the Coop Venomancer, okay.
Veno. Okay, so we've got.
I mean, Fatal Bonds plus Veno is pretty brutal.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think this is an Ags game for the Veno now.
One thing I do like is that there's a nice Warlock pick. If Hobbit's quick enough, which I assume it's Hobbit Warlock, if he's quick enough for the ult, BA jumps on someone, you buy a Ghost Scepter, and then the Warlock drops his ult. It's just long enough for them to live that you can then maybe turn this with the Fatal Bonds Veno ult.
Yeah.
Interesting to see. Okay, I thought
That's
we might see
the
Monkey King. I don't know how well you like this into PA.
Sort of hate this into PA. PA with the shard has a natural break now. Monkey King, you can man fight the PA if you get your ultimate down, but that's like you have to let her jump in, ultimate on top of her, stun her, and then fight her, and then she just jumps away. So it's a bit of like a
They've got one bit of lockdown, one stun so far in the form of the Q and the Veno. Is it the Veno Eggs where it stuns on
the shard on Dispel?
Yeah, that's it.
Which is really good against PA, the shard.
Yeah. Pugna.
I
don't really like this.
Answer the Monkey King. Monkey King jumps on someone, you just decrep them, right?
I don't really like Pugna and PA on the same team though, because you can have it's a bit of an anti-synergy, and I don't really like how they play together.
5 seconds remaining.
Because if this is a Pugna fight, it's sort of a bad lane.
I think as PA you buy a nullifier to solve your Pugna problem.
Yeah.
And then Pugna misclicks and decrypts you, and then you're sad.
Yes. I've been there before.
Yeah, Geoff lucky a little bit of lockdown right now. Except for Boundless Strike and Warlock ult, which
Primal Beast again. Okay. So I feel like the Goon, the Bad, and the Ugly have just decided we're going to pick tanky heroes again.
Yeah.
It worked last time. But Geoff can react better this time.
And now I actually prefer this PA pickup to the Wraith King. Now they've got the damage to dump on top. The Wraith King was doing nice last time, but it wasn't quite the same.
I think this is a bit of a scarier lineup, personally.
I'm gonna tell you what Emu picks which hero to solve this.
What does
Emu's gonna pick Necro off lane. He's gonna rush a Radiance, and then he'll feed. Well,
wow, that's unbelievable.
What are the lottery numbers tomorrow?
I mean, to be honest, you've played into a lineup where they pick 4 tanky heroes and a Mirana. And if you had a Necroforce in the last game, I think you just melt them. And I think that's the idea now as well, because this means now the Primal Beast is solved and the Skunker is kind of solved.
Yeah, absolutely.
The only problem that you have is the amount of stuns going on that Necro doesn't really like to play into.
You're
absolutely
right, Bert. I would have preferred the Faceless Void into this PA.
It's not the PA though. Like, I don't think that they think that PA is the problem. I think they identified the tanky support for the PA as the problem.
Why not Phoenix then?
We saw Emu Phoenix earlier in this tournament. Didn't go well.
First round, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Emu tournament on Pulse 4, yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. I would actually really like the Brewmaster pickup, but they don't have Shmupster anymore.
Yeah.
I think this would have been a really good Brewmaster game. It has a Dispel for the Primal Beast and the Pugna, and it can just like zone some people. But the Necros is a good solve. I think it does have a bit of a bad lean into this PA. Weirdly,
it goes both ways. I think it depends a little bit whether you get a good enough start on the Necro. But if the PA gets a small lead,
if the PA gets a kill on you, you're suddenly really.
Necro either needs to hella tank up in this, but I still feel like they need some more utility on Geoff. So what do you pick for a mid laner here?
Geoff need physical damage. So because the problem right now is once this PA and Kunker and Primal Beast buy a BKB. What do you do as Geoff? Very little. So I think he's something a bit. I'd actually really like to see a Queen of Pain for Geoff. It's sort of bad versus the Kunker in the game.
I mean, it might just pick the Puck for lockdown, right? But it's just a load of magic damage on top, which they just got a pipe, and then it's really sad.
You really need
I mean,
they need somebody that clicks a little.
Goon, the Bad, and the Ugly still need a support, and they've rightfully banned out the Grim and the Witch Doctor, which I think is the right move. Like the support hero pool. I mean, I could see them picking something wacky like a Skywrath though. Just so you can have some silence on top of this Warlock or this.
I'd really like a Skywrath actually for the Goon, the Bad, and the Ugly.
You silence the Sky. Okay, Storm Spirit. So yet more magic damage, which I'm not super fan of.
Well, Storm is a weird one in that his damage comes from right clicks though.
Oh,
So-
yeah. Okay. Oh, Ven just in the pool as well. It's a very good shout. This game
Ven just
does
gives us
matter,
the
Red.
monkey.
This determines who gets 5th place. If Goon the Bad and the Ugly lose this, they will be joint 5th. If they win this, they will be in 5th place, and it doesn't matter for seeding.
I honestly think they pick something like Shadow Demon.
AA. Yeah,
AA.
Okay, it's
I
a nice
really
I
answer
good
don't
to the
into
understand
Necro.
why they pick AA here, but
really good into the
Yeah.
Necro and the monkey.
And who is it you're worried about? You're worried about the lifesteal, right? From the healing, sorry, from the Necro and the
from
monkey.
Necro. I mean, yeah, Necro is sad playing into AA. Don't get me wrong,
This-
but I don't think it's the best possible support you could pick there.
The problem is that this AA is really sad into a fucking Storm Spirit because Storm Spirit loves playing versus this like AA type hero. So FedEx might be able to do it. I'll be honest. I think Geoff have adjusted from last game, and the Goon, the Bad, and the Ugly have turned up and said we're going to do more of the same. So, but I do think the thing this game is, this support duo is a lot less tanky than the Goon, the Bad, and the Ugly had last game, and Geoff have a lot more damage overall as a team. So I'm preferring their draft a lot more. this
Yeah,
time.
I think if Geoff will probably come ahead in the lanes, just because I think it's super hard playing into his Necro laning at the moment, and Warlock is like a lane winner. But however, I do think as the game goes on, they're gonna have such a hard time on Geoff. I think they're gonna have a real rough game.
I'm not so sure about it. I think
I-
if they survive on the Necro lane, and they maybe win it a little bit, they have a good chance of winning this game.
I honestly think if the Storm Spirit ever gets an Aghanim Scepter, Geoff win the game.
Okay, so we have a Winston on the Pugner, Vi on the Ancient Apparition, Teddy on the mid Primal Beast again, Headmassif on his Pos 3 Kunkka, and Llama on Pos 1 PA. On the opposite side, we have hoBBit on the Warlock, as expected. We have Coop on her Grand Master Venno, level 30 Venno.
Just picked up yesterday, I think.
Yeah, acquired it yesterday. Mid FedEx on Storm Spirit, off lane Emu on Necrophos, and Pos 1 Werebanana on Mr. Werebanana himself, the Monkey King. I think it's very fitting that Werebanana likes this hero.
I wonder if it's the name that means he likes it, or
Which came first?
which came first. Yeah, exactly.
Before this gets underway, and it looks like Geoff are going to try and loop round and run straight up to Goon the Bad and the Ugly's jungle, where they're all waiting.
Oh,
They've
my
done their research.
God.
They know that they like to do this, and they're going to run 4 heroes straight into their 5, and it's going to be a death for at least one of Geoff.
I think they are gonna feed either hoBBit or Coop away.
I think so. Though
But
Oh
it's
no,
probably
they're
bad
actually
mana.
they're moving
Goon
away.
in the beginning they've said it's
Oh.
taking too long. They're moving away.
FedEx is about to feed.
Emu's waddling in first. Okay, good and bad. They've turned around. They've seen
Winston.
Winston, but I don't think they want to fight this now. Coop backing up.
By
Being
the
very
way,
careful.
they
They get 2 bounties on Geoff, which means that the top
Yep.
2 bounties are completely uncontested so far. No one seems to be making a move for them though, except maybe Headmassif.
Yeah, I think Head is going for them.
Okay, and we are underway. No deaths yet. That was a surprising change there. I thought they would. How does this Storm Spirit fare into a mid Primal Beast?
So Storm Spirit's a weird ranged hero in that he plays like a melee hero. So do you see how he's getting bursted right now?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're going to see a lot of this game.
Okay.
So Fed needs to play around the trample, and when trample's on cooldown, he can punish basically.
Okay.
So
That has already come out. It's actually slightly better on the last hit, so that trample took a load of FedEx's health, but in response he's still ahead on the last hits, and he's getting the denies as well.
nice.
I wish I had the ability to do that triple cam thing that you kind of sometimes see on like the ESL channel and stuff like that, where you see all 3 lanes at once. It's such a neat little thing.
Yes.
Obviously they have 3 observers to be able to achieve that. But
We could actually do it with this setup if we wanted to.
could.
But
I could-
be
I
very
could-
try hard.
split screen Discord and have it and put it in
yeah,
just
exactly.
3 separate windows. You'd only see the middle like third of everyone's screen, but it'd be so pog.
It would be huge.
Tell you what,
I'm gonna exclusively watch Emu, by the way, here, like a hawk.
Okay, I'm looking at all 3 lanes as best I can.
Do you see how? I mean, FedEx just took 2/3 of his fucking
Yeah.
health.
He has got a bottle, which is nice. But he's going to be contesting these runes. I would like to see Coop be rotating to try and secure these runes for him.
I mean, he is winning the lane though pretty hard.
Geoff are fighting under the bot tower right now. It's really a rough place to be for Emu, I think. Coop has managed to drag the creeps back, so that's good.
I don't know. You're playing Necro. You're just going to spam the lane and spam Q on people. So PA hasn't picked up a stick, and Winston has. So if you're playing into a Necro, you should definitely pick up a stick. You know?
Webanana getting run down top. They get the torrent on him.
Oh, nice play.
AA clicks the Fatal Bonds grab, but it's not going to be enough though. And first blood goes with Headmassif. Yeah,
I think
unfortunately,
hoBBit might.
hoBBit needs to be very careful until you get that. The Fatal Bonds are nice, but until you get that, sort of have the damage to dump into these creeps to get the explosive creeps, it's a little bit sad. I mean, thankfully, they do have a way of dealing with this Pugna ward. If they just chuck down little spitty boys, they can quite easily deal with this Pugna ward that's out.
Yeah. Fed is absolutely ruining this mid lane, by the way.
So Teddy's doing, trying to do the thing there that I've seen pros doing when they play mid Primal Beast, where they, especially when they're playing Radiant, where they push the wave out, and then they immediately go to this nearby camp in the Radiant jungle, and either stack it or farm it with their uproar, the trample. Sorry.
Fed's fighting this.
He is. He must be a little bit careful. He has no bottle charge. Oh, he does have bottle charge, so he must have grabbed a water rune.
Yeah.
I gotta stop saying things before I actually click on the heroes to see what they've got, because it's like 3 or 4 times I've done that. I'm like, confidently assert they don't have it, and then I immediately click on them and I'm immediately undone with that. Yeah,
in offlane news, Emu has
Teddy?
denied 4 ranged creeps.
Teddy's dead. Oh.
I think he lives from the uproar, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Wow. He's in that sad situation where he has to go back.
To walk to
But he's
and he
walking
doesn't
back.
have a bottle yet.
Just-
While Fed has a bottle and boots.
Yeah, he just charged back pretty quick. Top lane, Webanana looking really low again. I think he must be just taking a brutal punishment from these Tidebringers off the creeps.
Yeah, it's hard to play into this like Conquer Hero as a Monkey King because he's never going to let you. Oh, really nice play.
Webanana might be in trouble again here. Once again, the Fatal Buns into the E is just not enough. I think hoBBit may need to skill up a point in this W just so you can try and counter a little bit of this tick damage. That's this sort of constant harassment coming out from Head.
So it looks like this game is going to be the game of the offlaners.
Yeah.
You know?
Did I by the way call the item build as well on Emu?
He is building a Radiance, correct.
Yeah, he is building a radius.
Naked Radiance.
So FedEx has picked up a fluffy hat and has rightfully worked out that if he just basically stands his ground now into this Primal, yeah, he loses a bunch of his health, but the Primal takes a ton of damage thanks to static remnants. Like, he's taking 240 damage every time he drops one of these now, and a 3.5 second cooldown. FedEx with the bottle can get a few of these off in the time that he's trampling on him. So Teddy is a little bit sad, has to charge back to base again. In fact, he TP's back this time, I think. No TP available.
Teddy is getting ruined in this mid lane.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, this Conker's getting big again, though.
Brown boots, Racer, and a magic wand, and he's going for a Radiance.
Oh,
Head gets another kill onto Webanana.
Webanana doesn't have TP for 30 seconds.
Yeah, this is a sad lane for Webanana, unfortunately, and this is the problem with it. hoBBit just isn't able to. This is a hero problem. More that Warlock just can't support this Monkey King well enough. It's a rough one with the time rings just being spammed out, and then an AA just right-clicking you to hell.
They just have really killy lanes, which is pretty good for the good and the bad and the ugly.
I mean, the bot lane's going pretty well for Emu. He's 31 and 9 compared to the PA's 20 and 1, so he's coming out on top of this despite it being under the Radiant Tower for most of the time.
FedEx has got a DD.
Winston's coming mid. Was coming mid to secure the rune, but is now might just be feeding this storm if he's not careful. FedEx is level 6, has a DD rune, but has no mana, so has to pop his bottle, and has finished a Falcon Blade, so he can really thinking about trying to dump this damage into Teddy or Winston.
Oh,
Ooh. Yeah, so FedEx should know that the rune's there and zips out. Yeah,
Cool.
it's good call. That's actually
Very
a
nice.
good use of the Nether Ward there. It stops FedEx making good use of this DD. Instead, he has to go and jungle using this DD, which feels a little bit sad, but still, you know, value for him.
Oh, where banana? Oh, where
It's down
banana
again.
greeted.
Click him, hoBBit. Click him. Gets the
Where
kill.
banana could have queued and got a double stun, but he sort of greeted there because he wanted to get this stack and then
Yeah.
bounce.
So despite the 4 deaths, he has got to finish his treads now. So at least he's getting something out of this lane. He's not far behind the Primal Beast in mid, in fact. Really having, you know, that's a... I don't know who that says is having a worse lane, honestly. Probably the mid Primal Beast, I expect. And Emu seems to be happily farming this under tower any way he cares to. I mean, the disarm onto the Emu feels quite funny, because he has a... Not disarm, sorry, the Q.
Oh wow!
I think this.
Yeah, he goes down as well. hoBBit rotates
This
bot
BA
along with
doesn't really
Vi.
wanna stay in this lane anymore.
Yeah, I think both of the pos ones in this game need to consider their life options.
Oh my gosh, look at the damage onto Vi in the bot lane. Emu just walks at him. Doesn't even have to, just with Heart Stopper, just kills him. Winston comes in again, but might just be
Winston
feeding into them
dying
here.
as well.
Winston's feeding into 3 of Geoff are still here. Drops the Nether Ward. Emu just clicks it down and doesn't care.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, I was gonna say Emu has like a 20 stick.
Emu's
Emu's-
definitely, he's playing for 6. He wants to get this 6 and then
Yeah.
I imagine it's gonna be a very fast scythe kill onto this
Headmassif is
Thorn
coming
is
down
coming
bot,
down.
so they
Mhm.
want to take this fight.
Dire's top
Ooh,
Yeah, Emu needs to be a little
this
bit
is
careful now because it's going to be the clash of the offlaners right now into the PA as well. He's going behind the tower for this. But Storm zips in, does get X'd. Into bow, into stun. It's a
He messed-
huge catch for them. They do get the scythe kill onto Winston, but that's really not what you want for NZfedX. Drops the rock.
Oh, that's a
It's a
really
nice
big
golem
rock.
with Fatal Bonds. Might be enough to get the Larry Llama here. He does go down. Teddy may also go down. Head also going to drop to the
Oh,
Venomancer.
huge support.
This was a huge fight
That
from
is a
Geoff
team
supports.
wipe.
And they get the
And the
tower
tower
as
as
well.
This is
hoBBit
like
and Coop, the true carries of Geoff. And this is
See,
the
this
space
is-
where Banana needs.
this is Warlock gaming in this patch. Warlock just turns up and gets a triple kill because he's using his like W at the edge.
I
Is
gotta
he
s-
at the edge of the fight?
You say that, but like he got the Q and then he drops his ult. Like that was a good combo into the right timing then that bought the space for Emu to just live in the middle of that fight with Heartstopper on. Ticking down, lets Coop get off a huge ult onto 3 of them. Like
Yeah, exactly. But that's what I mean, right? Is you just press your Q and your ult, and then you just spam this upheaval spell, and you're like, oh, I got a triple kill. What a nice way to be.
hoBBit is
It's
hoBBit
very
going for
cool.
well, he's not going for Midas, it doesn't look like yet.
No,
Oh, he's keyed
yeah,
it.
he is.
Yes, he's
Nice.
keyed it.
Okay, finally. I was just wanting
I
to
was gonna
criticize
say,
him because
yeah.
if you don't go for Midas, you're not playing Warlock correctly.
So I have a question. In that last fight, am I right in thinking Larry Llama just got stuck? I think he got body blocked in by a creep and his own teammate. If someone's able to catch that, it might be a bit late now.
I think he phantom struck.
Oh, FedEx has been X, but he zips away. Oh, what was
Yeah,
zip?
you dodged the axe.
Dodged the zip with the X with zip, yeah. A very nice move. Winston picks up a Invis rune, has his level 6, and is looking to sort of find something here. Might find hoBBit, but you're running into hoBBit and Coop. Oh, revealed. Coop, turn around. hoBBit trying to walk out of the range. He does get out of range. That's the urn onto Winston. Winston might just be in trouble here. Storm is zipping over, and Emu gets the scythe kill on top of that. That's not
And that's the second one.
the play you want.
And
That's
it's
the
the relic
that's the
finish
relic.
as well.
Relic finished for Emu, so he's only 1,000 gold away from having this Radiance finished.
But the problem is then he still needs another like 5 minutes to farm up, I think, because otherwise he's just a squishy necro with the Radiance.
Yeah, but I
think
mean,
the Radiance second or third item, to be honest, on necro.
You know what I would like to
just
see?
pick up and then
I personally don't really like the Necro Radiance as a thing, but I think
would-
it is a good game for it. But
I really would have liked to see Vi pick up a Midas as well in this game,
Dire's
on AA,
top tower is under
and just do that slow transition into a real like beefy right clicker as the game goes on, where he's just there with a with a moon shard right click and it ags. No, yeah, Moonshot on the Ags, just right-clicking away. Just in the back of these fights, just making it absolutely hell for Geoff to play into these fights at all. I mean, we've already seen FedEx is having a real tough time with these slows. So head catching with these X's is huge, but it means that FedEx has to constantly expend mana to try and dodge these X's.
I actually don't like that he's going Orchid on the Storm. I'd personally rather see like the Witchblade into Kaya Sound into Ags build here, but Fed clearly has an idea about what he wants to do with it.
He's looking at silencing this. I mean, he's guessing he's thinking about silencing his PA, right? So the PA. Well, I guess he's silencing any of the heroes on their team.
I think
to
you,
stop them having their
you
own.
silence the Hugner or the AA and go on them, but I don't know. I think Orchid's just not a very good item.
Radiant's middle tower is under
It's gone from being this item that was core on these mid heroes like Storm and Quap for years and years and years, and now it's just fine.
I believe he's reacting to Wogan's comments that you
Ooh.
don't build that on Storm anymore.
So they've
and
scanned
you cannot
out.
play a hero like that.
Okay, this is interesting.
Oh,
Dyer scanned out and caught Larry, but he's gonna TP, gonna get through the portal and get away.
middle tower.
4 of Geoff came to rotate, but instead they're going on Webinar top. I think. with
Webinar is
Winston,
about to die.
yeah, Winston and PA on top of him. He tries to dodge it with a mischief, but misses. It doesn't.
There's a Radiance coming to the top. Oh,
Yep, they've all come through. They've got the bombs onto Larry, who managed to zip away, but might just die to the. Does die to the Venetic, but they're all stuck. About to get AA blasted, and this is a grand time to be alive. If you're Headmassif, you're coming in with the charge.
Oh,
This is
the AA blast.
Huge AA blast
work.
onto 3.
I don't think they can actually kill this. Oh, he's used it on the wrong guy.
Oh no! Headmassif just does die.
What?
he armlet toggled, I think.
Oh,
By
Llama
accident.
toggle.
Is that what killed him? Yeah, and Webinar's back in.
Oh,
Gets onto a
Webinar.
Vi, instantly kills Vi. I can't see, unfortunately, what killed Headmassif. It's not showing the death summary.
No.
I think he must
No
have,
way, my boy.
toggled.
Misclick,
Yeah, he
yeah.
did toggle.
Yeah, it sounds like, yeah, Armlet Toggle miskilled him.
You toggle twice, according to the fight recap, but we don't know if that was his demise.
You can see in the chat, not log, right? I'm not pulling
Alright,
the log.
okay, I cannot see that. You might be able to. That's why we have you on this cast.
Do you get the console up? Where the fuck's the
Radiant's
console?
middle tower
I can't remember which button I've bound to console now. Ooh, that screenshot. I've just taken a screenshot, and then I've zoomed in on Emu for a bit. I can't remember my hotkey for. Okay, FedEx has a bottled shield rune, increasing his health to about, what's that, 1900? It's gonna be just over.
Emu is rushing the shard now, by the way.
Out.
That's
Nice
his
talk.
way to solve
There
his
we go.
tanking issues.
Was that you?
That was me, sorry.
So
It's
only,
been a
only appears on
fucking
stream.
troll.
It's a good thing is it doesn't appear in the game because those, after all the issues with casters all chatting, the last thing I need was another controversy on my stream.
There, what was there?
Oh, there's just been people all chatting at various times.
No,
So Geoff do see Vi here. He's stood under a ward, and Storm's going to zip straight on top of him. Should be an easy kill for them. He tries to AAL, and he does get the AAL onto FedEx. Ooh, he's X
Oh,
back.
FedEx.
X back, and is being life trained by the.
FedEx is gonna. Oh, he lives.
He lives.
I think Head might be in
Emu's
real
coming in
trouble
with
here, by the way.
heat on their bodies now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I take it back. My prediction was entirely wrong so far. Geoff certainly playing to their strength in this early game.
I think this fatal bond. Oh, he's got the He just used the Midas. Love to see it. I think this fatal bond is really good versus this Kunkka hero because the Kunkka's so tanky, but everybody else just dies. You know.
Hmm.
So it like solves this problem that they had last game of these beefy heroes. And the Necro with this Heartstopper.
They're targeting this Primal Beast. They've set the sights on top. He's going straight for the Ags again. I'm not sure I like it as much in this game, right?
It is good against the Necro. You break the passive, which makes all
Yeah.
of the heroes sad. You
Okay.
break the Monkey King. You break the Storm.
Okay.
It is good. It is good, but I don't think it's.
No Poison Sting as well.
So Fed has gone for the Witchblade Stream Sniper. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right. I am actually surprised that Emu decided to build a Sange. I expected Emu to rush an Aghanim Scepter on top of this Radiance.
Well, he got a shard on the way there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but I
don't know, it's sort of a build. I'm glad he just. I'll be honest, I'm glad he didn't go Radiance bots, because anytime a Necro goes Radiance bots in my game, I get fucking sad. So.
Yeah, he's got Radiance into Sange. Coop has not finished the Spirit Vessel. Went back for the Medallion of Courage, it looks like.
We're detecting sarcasity, Captain.
This'll come in handy.
Tofeh, what do you think about Radiance Link feeding into all of the enemy heroes now, as a strategy?
Oh, he's just going to deny this tower. Okay, they just decided to deny the top tower, which is kind of a bit sad, because Geoff just spent a load of time and energy trying to kill it, only to then have it denied on them. They do have a nice ward up here from Vi, but hoBBit immediately dewards it, which is nice.
I am
they catch
very
Coop
worried.
in the X. But is this the target you want to blow up first? I mean, she drops all her spells onto head.
Has Coop taken the regen reduction? No, she hasn't yet.
Not yet. No.
I think that's really important for this game, because if she gets that and a Spirit Vessel, this Kunka's actually like no longer a tanky hero. You know?
Nor this Primal Beast.
What do I think about the blink into death? I am worried about this Necrophos in the mid game. I'll be honest with you. I guess I'm more worried that the rest of his team is going to die, and he's just going to become this island that it sometimes happens.
I want to make another Emu prediction on the Necrophos.
Go on.
I think that is that Emu will refuse to buy armor, even though he will die to this PA.
He does need a sheet. I'd honestly prefer he went halberd with this Sange.
Midas going on cooldown in 1 second. Will he use it instantly? Is he waiting for the timing? He's looking for a camp. He's looking for a creep. I mean,
you want to use it on
doesn't really matter. You have charges.
I know.
Yeah.
But you could see he was looking for it, right? So they're making a move on. Well, it looks like they're
I don't
encircling
think
on
you
the
can kill Teddy at all.
No, they've just lost their obs in the Radiant jungle as well, so they know that Vi and at least Winston are here. But they are looking at Teddy in the lane. They zip onto him. They're going to try for it. I mean, they flick him with Necro. It's a nice stun, and they managed to get the Scythe kill onto him as well. Whether or not even needed to come in here.
You're
enough
really
damage.
cursing people, Tofeh.
I'm cursed.
Look at all this.
How?
Look at the small instances of damage. You got Radiance, Heartstopper, Death Pulse. All this just tick damage, just really making him very sad. They see the ward. There's some great dewarding going on by hoBBit and Coop here. Just want to highlight that. It's looking like a tough mid game for the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, but I think this PA has just been kind of silently farming, not been in too much danger. Has Battle Fury now? Is going for Deso.
I will say this PA can maybe go Deso this game compared to last game because there isn't as much lockdown, but.
And Headmassif is doing pretty nicely as well, up there in the net worth. Has got Armlet, has nearly got his BKB, very close to it now, so that's going to be a nice little power spike for them, where he might want to looking at taking a fight with trying to get Geoff before he can get those big spells off.
He's going to Axe on the Necro.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's a pretty key part of it, right? That's the key part of this strat.
No, I don't think so. I don't think. I mean, it gives you damage depending on your health regen.
Oh, and he's basically built no health. He's got a lot of health regen.
I mean, once he gets Heartstopper regen, then it becomes interesting. But otherwise,
he already has the shard on Necro. I missed that pickup. Sorry. They get the AAL onto.
Oh, wow.
They tried to get it onto Emu, but I don't think he managed to land it. The ult.
Great play.
Hold up in 5 seconds.
They managed to kill Headmassif. Webinar takes down Headmassif with a Boundless Strike. They do manage to also pick up Teddy. That's 4 kills the way of Geoff.
Death Seeker, the AA blast damage.
It was
a really nice play.
So he did it to avoid the damage blast, right? So he managed to get out of the Tracer with the Death Seeker.
Yeah, so he didn't take the initial big burst of the Ice Blast hit. He still got clipped by it.
Oh, did he? Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if he did or not. Yeah, it looked like he got out.
But he didn't take the damage.
Don't really like this thought from Geoff, but sure.
FedEx doesn't have an Orchid, by the way. He has gone for a Witchblade.
Yeah.
Kieran was asking me.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm going to say that FedEx is stream sniping, so...
Coop is still not quite finished either this vessel or the Solar Crest, and I don't know why, because it's like she's had times, but maybe she's been...
I think it's 1200 gold for the vessel. So
yeah, I do feel like she keeps getting killed in these fights, I think. Has nearly finished the Solar Crest. With 200 gold, could finish Solar Crest. I think you want one or the other, right?
She also went back for Arcanes, I think.
Okay, yeah, that might make sense. Coop with boots, so that's the important thing.
Where banana?
Taking a bunch of tower hits, but I think he's alright. I don't think he wants to necessarily keep fighting this.
So I'm very worried that this PA's gone this BKB item. Hasn't gone the BKB item. So I still think without the BKB...
Take a bet. What's on hoBBit's
really
courier?
fight.
Oh... It was a 4-staff.
Oh, was it?
Oh, actually, no, it might be
an agony.
It's a token.
It's a token. That's disappointing. I was hoping it was a shard potentially, but it's not.
He's lying to us.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'd really like to see this Necrophos build Ashidas, personally.
Hmm?
Or... Oh, what's going on?
Trying to get Larry Llama here.
Llama.
They might just
This
kill
is
him.
what I mean by not having the BKB.
Oh, it's a nice dodge out. They don't have the reveal for him. Oh, FedEx might be in trouble here. It feels like FedEx wasn't sure he was then. Oh, the monkey ult's dropped. They do get Larry Llama. Larry Llama comes back in and dies at Coop. Webinar
Coop
drops
just
the,
ulted him.
Yeah, they dropped the Monkey King ult, but don't get anything in response. But actually, I think you're happy with that. You still do manage to kill their POS 1. So you can't be too sad about that.
This Primal Beast is so underfarmed. It's such a sad time.
But the
He's
Aghanim
still trying to get this
almost
Axe.
done, so...
This Axe could be like a Blade Mail BKB, probably.
I think this changes fights though a lot. If Emu doesn't pick up the Heartstopper aura, I think they, like Geoff, has a very hard time to fight. So I think the break can be really, really fucking good. I think the problem for Teddy is getting the stacks of Uproar to pop it.
I also
Because
think
no one attacks him. Like,
he's also getting it so late that it becomes like less effective. Do you know what I mean? Because if he has
there's no solution on Emu. Like, Emu hasn't bought any way to help him in these fights. No Yules, no Dispel, no BKB.
Classic Necro gamers, you know?
Bottom tower falls and no contention there. They weren't interested in contesting it. I think that's rightfully so. I think they know they're a little bit on the back foot and just need to get this PA farmed up. She has Deso going for a BKB next. Again, might be one of those fights. Might have been one of those games where you wanted to go BKB first. Because by the time you get that BKB, the game may be over. If you're not careful. Particularly with the rate at which Geoff are looking to take these towers.
Look at the item that FedEx has queued up, though.
Yeah.
This is the...
This is... I feel like once he acquires this item, the good, the bad, and the ugly are going to have a real sad time.
This, with the Fatal Bonds, is going to be devastating, right? Because you've got all of them grouped in one place, into Fatal Bonds, into ult, into Monkey King ult, with Heartstopper and Radiance on them.
FedEx has regen, by the way.
They're hunting Larry Llama again. He's going for Zip. He zips past him, so he doesn't know he's there. He's going for TP out. FedEx! Oh, he doesn't have the vision of a Monkey King looking for him, but they've... FedEx was even realizing he was there necessarily. He just felt like he was walking to the creep wave.
By the way, I want to point out that Teddy got the shard of the first Tormentor.
Oh my god.
Yep. And I'm not going to comment on that, other than that no other hero on the team has a shard.
He was... Isn't it the bottom 3 net worth that can get it, right?
Bottom 2.
Okay.
But now Teddy is massive. Shard and Ags, all of a sudden, this Primal Beast might do something in fights.
Is that that's the meta, right? You just they've got a new strat.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
New meta.
What, you underfarm your mid
Underfarm
so they pick
at the
shard.
True. Okay, Necro has picked up his Aghanims.
I think to be a little bit careful here. Geoff's taking the tower. Oh, there's the rock goes out. So there's the rock reveal. Emu has finished. Yeah, Emu's finished the Aghanims. Any other big items coming out? We have Deso on Monkey King. And Coop has
Don't look
finished.
at the item he has queued. Tofeh, don't avert your eyes.
Which item?
Never click Necro.
Ever again.
Oh, he's a fucking troller, lads. I mean, to be honest, this is what I would expect. This gameplay.
Look at those warlockers. Okay, Phoenix. Sorry, hoBBit. You've got to name your golem, mate. It's important. Because then the little imps get their name as well, I think.
Stupendous.
He hasn't named his golem.
At least I don't think he has.
Larry Llama is about to run into Emu.
He's about to run into Emu, and the rest of Geoff is sat just
If
north.
no.
he does not get caught here,
How?
that is a crime.
How? Phoenix smokes. Webinar season.
Oh, season.
Webinar season.
Surely
Webinar
Webinar saw it.
It's nighttime. It's nighttime.
Oh.
So the
Oh my
vision on
Gosh, are they just going
Tree
Roche? I
Dance
think
is
it's just going
pretty
Roche,
short.
aren't they? Right?
Yeah, I think they
They
are.
have this, so they can do this. This is a really nice play by Geoff.
So my question is, why couldn't GBU draft ass shit in the first game, so we might have a hype second game? And now this is a little bit... I mean, it's still for fifth place, or tie for fifth, but I'm disappointed.
They might have to settle said tie tonight in whatever manner they choose. I mean, it's not sort of... I mean, it's for bragging rights and a little bit of seeding more than anything else. I don't think it actually matters in terms of how the game goes. I think doesn't... I'm not going to try and speculate. I never get it right, even when I'm reading it in front of me. Okay, we've got Solar Crest and Spirit Vessel finished on Coop, going now over to Mech. Yeah.
Bonk.
Oh.
Bonk.
I thought Vi was playing Pugner, so I TP'd over to Pugner. Let's look at Pugner instead. And as I did, by the time I did, he died.
This PA is getting fat. Problem is, they need this BKB.
Yeah, they nearly have the BKB. They're not far off, but it will be costing them buyback. And I think when you've got Geoff knocking your front door, do you want to
The thing
not have
is,
buyback?
for DD on the Storm, the thing I will say is, like, this PA can just kill everybody. You know, that's like...
Oh, FedEx zips in.
Oh.
They go for the Headmassif. He pops the BKB. Webinar goes in after the BKB's dropped, and he can see the
my
ward down.
God.
Nearly dies. hoBBit tries to drop
The
the
lads
ultimate
are just
response.
pressing buttons all over the shop.
Yeah, buttons are being pushed, but not necessarily in the correct order and not on the right targets. They don't have a creep wave. Webinar goes to just farm up on creeps for a bit. My gosh, lads. Some ults were used, so we have dropped Warlock ult, which is a big disruption to the Goon and the Ugly's team fight.
I think if they just popped the BKB on head and then got out on Geoff, they could slow siege them now. But now they have to wait. Also, Fed is 1,000 gold from his Ags, which...
We nearly have the water park on Headmassif. A few hundred gold away from it.
3 minute ages.
Ooh, Emu's looking for a kill here. He goes in on top of Vi, but it looks like he gets saved by the...
Oh, the heal.
The heal and the Decrep, actually, the combination. The Decrep should have killed him, right?
No, Decrep doesn't increase bonus damage.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
that's right.
They changed it. Oh, good.
Which I
think forgot that earlier today as well in my game, and then I checked it, so...
That's unfortunate. I mean, it's unfortunate for Emu in that case, but I think actually if you're Vi, you're thankful that you've burnt another ult. hoBBit in a little bit of trouble here. Gonna get ice blasted, but that's another big ult down.
He might die.
Might die to it. Oh, Webinar drops the ult. They're gonna use this to try and siege. The rock goes out, as does the torrent, and the boat's coming
Emu's
in.
about to die.
They need to be careful. Emu's in a little bit of trouble here. Webinar living, but Fatal Bonds are out. FedEx zips in, out of mana.
FedEx hasn't any mana.
Here comes the break.
And the break goes out. Kills
this is what I mean about...
Now they're chasing Coop on the back line.
Here's the BKB from Larry Llama.
FedEx just goes down 3 hits from Thing, and they get a nearly full team wipe. Warlock makes it out. I mean, it was a bit of a scuffed fight, but it came out all right in the end for Goon and the Ugly there. They just didn't get on top of this this Pugner just caused havoc for them.
I feel like about 2 minutes ago I said this PA hero will just kill them all and then they'll lose the game, and I feel like that just happened.
Prophecies occurring.
PA turns up with a BKB and a Desolator, kills 3 of them, gets half an axe. This Necrophos doesn't have an armor item, feels really sad about their life. This Monkey King hero doesn't actually have much stats or armor.
I think the problem is they need to find Winston, because Winston is keeping them alive now with the life range.
I think it's Fed's job to kill him, basically. I do think once he gets the axe, it's going to be pretty big. But
are you going to tell me, Red, that it's being delayed by another week? Is that what it says?
What's Red saying?
Apparently, there's been a blog post apparently about the compendium, which of course, the compendium.
Oh, they're smoking up on Geoff.
They might find Teddy here if they're cunning about this, but
I think Fed is yelling, "Wait for my axe! It's 500 gold away."
Well, they've seen Teddy and they're going on him with Necro. The ult goes down. They're gonna get a kill here. So, like, this is how Geoff comes into this. The water park is used. They catch Vi, but it's not quick enough for the stun. Winston's invis. Has anyone got reveal? They drop the Warlock gun to stop him live
trading. They don't need
with
reveal when they have fucking Warlock ult, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they knew where he was. But now he's just life stealing up. They get him. They get the kill. Llama is in.
Has
the Veno ult on him, but he's just cleaning up the back lines here. Emu is Frost Blast as well, so can't do much. But they do get the kill on Larry Llama with the Golem. Head has to be a little bit careful here. He's got spit from the various things, and the Golem blasting him. May just drop it. I mean, he's got the
Bolt bump is going down, but he armlet toggled nicely.
Yeah, he's got armlet toggle to keep him alive, and can't find him with the Golem. FedEx survives that.
This is PA doing PA things, though.
Yeah. If I was Coop, I'd be looking at getting a Ghost Scepter.
I think Coop needs to pick up the shard.
Warlock does.
Like, the shard is all they need. They just need to put the shard on the PA, and that's it. Game is won.
I also think it's really sad that Webinar's dying so early in these fights. Like, he's the lowest level on his team. Tied for the lowest levels on his team. Like, he's not having a great game. He's 3, 4, and 7. 3, 7, and 4 even. He is going to have a tough time fighting this level 20 PA now at this point, who has an X.
FedEx has got an X, has zip away. X is used. FedEx now sitting really low on mana once again. Just seems to be its eternal state, sit low on mana, but he has picked up a haste rune, which is quite nice.
They build a Shiva now on FedEx, which I think on Necro would have been quite good.
Yeah.
What's going to happen is FedEx going to zip in and have no mana
Winston?
to use a Shivas. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a blink
I'd
on
rather
Necro,
see
at
Storm
least.
go Refresher, personally. Like, this is the build that I've seen people go, is like Refresher after all these items, and then you just like...
So, important note, Larry Llama now has Aghanims.
Yes, it is a problem.
It's problematic now for them, because he's just going to be completely blurring constantly.
But I think for Larry, nothing changes in these fights. Like, if Larry gets stunned, I think he dies to the Necro, if the Necro still has the ultimate available. Because, like, Larry has 2,200 HP.
Vi's just dying to the Tormentor. I think if Emu just went down there, they kill him.
I think Vi doesn't realize what's happening there.
Is the Heartstopper aura ticking and killing him?
No, it was the Vi's W.
Oh, I see. And it was
the
just
Ice
ticking away.
Vortex damaged the Tormentor.
Winston's going to solo it with the life drain, so...
I don't think you can anymore.
No, you can't.
It's taking a really long time just to do this Tormentor. And now it looks like Geoff,
That's a nice shot, though.
Geoff are thinking the same as well. Wow, that was just a free shard PA. I mean, I guess the rest of the team has their shards already, right? It's not about lowest at this point. Literally everyone else on the team has their shard already. Geoff foregoing theirs, which actually I think you you got a nice shard. Like hoBBit has his, but Coop's is nice.
So, it's nice on the Storm Spirit as well.
Even
But you risk it to get it on Ware Banana, I think, at this point.
yeah, it could go to either Ware Banana or it could go to Coop.
Yeah.
Ware Banana's one's not bad. It's just not a very good one, right?
I think it would mean that Ware Banana would die by accident.
Ware Banana might die by accident anyway. Let's not put that on the shard.
Okay, it might be he might die even more and quicker with this card.
Necro's going for a heart. I hate everything about this game.
Aha.
FedEx might be getting got top. Oh,
Oh, FedEx might have to be careful. They run into Vi. Larry Llama is straight on top of FedEx. He zips away. They get a kill onto Vi to start with.
But that's a BKB pop.
that's a
by
BKB.
Yeah, Coop has to
This
run.
is really good. And he has an Arcane Rune on Fed. This is a really big
Coop
fight.
should die here. But that's a nice fight if you're
I don't think they can fight now with Larry.
I think
With the BKB used.
they should be going on Geoff right now. This should be like
see Headmassif, yeah.
he's letting them.
Fatal Bombs are dropped onto just head. Should not shoot one. They're going straight onto Headmassif. He wants the BKB. Monkey King's in there, just hitting away at him, but he is getting mana drain. PA's in there with the break, and they do manage to get the kill on Ware Banana, but it goes out onto Teddy again. He's saved by the BKB.
Oh, Emu misclicked there.
He dies.
Yeah, okay.
FedEx is going to drop as well to the break, and the hits from from Teddy.
Oh my god, this was
Gosh.
so bad by the
Yeah,
lads.
they
I
really
think-
went on the wrong target there.
So they went on the Kunker, but
Roche not up for another
Ware
40
Banana
seconds.
chose to use Primal Spring instead of Wukong's into Boundless.
Yep.
Which meant that he did no damage.
And he didn't have armor for the PA jump.
Yeah.
And then they used Emu's ultimate on the 3/4
BKB
health Teddy
Yeah,
instead of on the heroes
Head.
that were low. So
yeah.
Yeah,
Just
that
a
was
series
misclick.
of errors by Geoff there.
Let's go for a heart now on
Aye,
Emu.
aye.
This could be very hard to kill him if he gets his heart, but then
nah, it doesn't matter.
Dude, it doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter. He doesn't have armor. He just melts. He doesn't have passive. He needs a BKB. The only thing he needs is a BKB.
Yeah. I feel like Necro players don't want to buy BKB because it doesn't work with Ghost Shroud. But, like, who gives a fuck? You know? You're going to get another. You need, like, an armor item or you need this BKB item. So.
Bad dudes, middle tower, everyone, go now!
I'm not going to lie, this Monkey King's been trying to get this MKB for about
he
10
has
minutes.
finished it, but at the cost of no buyback now.
Yeah.
So is it
Yeah,
just gold he's missing?
Larry Llama has a full nullifier, by the way, in terms of
Mhm.
money. Right. Emu is now food.
I
The
mean,
lads have
Emu
realised
was-
they have a Tormentor, I think.
I mean, they've got to take it, right? They're just like, okay, what can we do right now on the map? Tormentor's a nice obvious option. Goes Ware Banana's way, that's sad. If you're Coop, I think you're looking at buying it straight off the bat.
I think Coop wants to finish these Greaves, but I don't think Greaves are really helping this game.
I don't mind
the,
the
the armor
Greaves.
is nice, but
Yeah, the lack of BKBs, he's suffering from it. I mean, he's got picked up a plate mail from the Shivas, so he will be a little bit. It'll be a little bit nicer from this Mindbreaker on both Fed and PA. There, by the way, it's even sadder now if you're a PA tart puts you in their sights.
I think Webinar's about to feed.
Potentially, all of they must know that all of Goon the Bad and the Ugly are stacked up around this tower.
and Headmassif has the ASD once this tower falls.
Geoff appeared to be like having a real bad time with this.
I think they just really fuck themselves with bad item decisions on their most important hero in this game. I think Emu really dropped the ball there.
Yeah, I think so.
I think the problem is like the Aghanim Scepter, I think it's a trap. It's really nice if you have like plus 120 health regen and you deal like 80 additional damage or whatever, but it doesn't really matter. Like Necro deals so much damage anyways. You just need to survive. Like, Necro is all about living. The rest is just not important.
But I think it's also good versus heroes that like innately regen, and I don't think any of the. Oh,
Green dude's top thing is about to get knocked over. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They're in the base.
oh,
They stun
this
with
is.
banana. Has Wukong's available. Just sacrificing Coop here in the middle.
Oh yes. Aeon disc on buy now.
Gonna drop Golem. The Golem has dropped, but isn't actually this has dropped anyone. They get the kill onto
nice
Teddy with the
play.
scythe. Webanon's gonna drop as well.
Yeah, you need to
Weapon,
get any
but
stacks.
Larry's just killing them all.
Larry's just killing them all.
Good
Wyback's
game.
And Emu doesn't understand what happened. He just got cleaved.
FedEx
And he also had-
zips
he
over
also
and kills
was
Winston, by the way, then
broken.
TP's back.
Dire's courier. He's dead.
Kunkka did a ton of damage to Monkey King. Good lord.
I don't know. I think this Kunk has been a problem. It's clearly too much of a comfort for Head.
Man knows how to play it. And this PA now has the nullifier, so it's going to be really super sad.
Dire's
Whoever
middle
goes up
tower
against
is
this
under attack.
PA.
Ruh-roh, back dudes.
Not sure
I mean,
anyone
you
can
also-
zip in from Fed, but he doesn't have any BKB to avoid just getting stun locked. Zips out. AA Blast is used. Baits that out. BKB on cooldown for another 25 seconds for Larry.
Dire's middle barracks.
I think I would say Geoff have one more fight and then they can call this game. I think if they they really desperately need to win a decisive fight.
Yeah.
And then take Roche and then I don't know, pray.
Well, I mean, I think the Goon the Ugly might be running straight for Roche now, right?
Well, they run the opposite direction, but
Maybe go to Portal potentially. I might just begin to farm instead. Larry's decided he now needs the Ag's Blessing and a Satanic in order to keep fighting. Yeah, Cooper's sort of stalled and has not got any new items in a while now. I think it really just needs to be abandoning this idea of the Greaves at this point. Like the Shard will be super good. Warlock is going for the Refresher, and he's actually pretty close to it. 500 gold off, but it would cost him his buyback. Which he has currently. I mean, he has buyback, but no one else in his team does right now. Let's actually sack this off on the buyback status. Okay, no, Emu also has to be buyback on Necro. They found Roche. Roche is up. And it looks like Goon the Bad and the Ugly aren't interesting. Let's try and
yeah,
take.
I think they are just gonna take this tower potentially.
FedEx is stalling out by pushing waves. Head X is the AA back, so we can regen up mana a little bit. There we go. There's the A, just drops.
Yeah.
What else is available? Was it an eggs? Or was it just
I
cheese?
don't. Just cheese. I don't think this really matters.
No, it means it can install. They can make the fight a little bit more expensive. They drop the Wukongs. Bow goes out though, and this should just keep. I mean, Webanona is instantly blown up there.
Webanona pressed all his buttons, so he's
Yeah,
gonna
has
die
no
now.
BKB, and it's just going to go down a second time, unfortunately. And then it didn't even pick up support kill for that. Head's fairly low,
Nope.
but just gets healed up by Max on Necro and Warlock. Necro's in there, tries to get the side kill, but just gets stunned by the PB. Coop gets the Gauze onto Primal Beast, but is it enough? The Bonds does actually a bit of work and gets the kill on Teddy.
Did the PA
G-
press
G-
BKB after the Scythe came out?
I didn't see well enough.
I don't know.
There we are. And the game goes to Goon the
Well-
Bad and the Ugly, which makes it 2-0 to the Goon the Bad and the Ugly in this final series of the group stages of the Goon International 2023. Wow. Heck,
Wow.
what a game. It was certainly one of the games.
It was one of the games, yeah.
This was some games.
It certainly was some games. Right, well, I guess we have to talk about what went wrong there for Geoff, because it looked so strong, and they looked like they had a really good start. So where do you think it went downhill?
I think they had this problem that they never really had a POS 1 hero. Like, this Monkey King hero isn't very good. and he had a really bad game. This Necrophos went the wrong items, and they sort of just threw, really. Like, Necro went the wrong items into hero counters, and that's Dota, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. Right.
So we have standing settled in groups A with that.
Yeah, that settles the standings, and that
No
means
playoffs.
that we have Group B now settled as well.
Yep.
So that's all of the groups settled. Good lord, we are into playoff season, baby. It's taken us nearly 4.5 weeks, but we're there. Playoff times. So this is gonna be exciting brackets. I'm sure we'll be talking about a lot about that as it goes on. We'll see who is playing, who is casting what. I don't know how it'll work. Obviously, priority goes to Pyrian Flex, but then afterwards, I think there'll be some potentially community casts, particularly in the first round, where there's quite a lot of games to play. Yeah, it was a hell of a game. Great series. So congratulations to the Goon, the Bad, and the Ugly, and commiserations to Geoff. Librarian, Tofeh, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for your excellent casting.
Thank you.
I'm gonna do a Tofeh now, and I'm gonna go to Austria next week.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah.
amazing, dude. Have a lovely time.
Thank you. Enjoy the playoffs, and that was probably my last cast of this year's Goon International.
Yeah, of course. But you wouldn't be casting any unless we drag you in, Ron, from Vienna, satellite in.
Yeah, via phone.
Yeah. It should be you phoning in, trying to stare at a tiny phone screen to try and see what's happening.
2 minutes later.
Yeah. Guys, I think they're shaking the ages. Yeah, the game's over, Librarian. Don't worry, it's finished.
But I'm going to be very excited and shoutcasting as well. So.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone who tuned in this evening. Congratulations again to both teams. And yeah, we'll see you around. Bye-bye.
Bye.